Your girth?
What a way to start.
Yes. Hello, guys, gals, non-binary pals. Welcome to another episode of War of the Shared Sun. I forgot I need to change something real quick. Hold on. I forgot to change CG and J Frost's images back. Hold on. Revert.
No.
Hey, where am I?
Why do I want to punch everyone in the face?
You know, that still hasn't changed for you.
Hold
Who
on,
the fuck's this guy?
I thought I had
Hi.
done this. Give me 1 second.
Well, this guy seems like a right tool.
Quick, distract the audience.
Puts his hand over his heart.
I love that you tell us to distract, and then we just can't.
I was about to say something, and then you interrupted.
Distract. No, CG!
Oh, there goes CG.
Remember my story?
Well, shit.
I am your humble Dumbo master for the evening, the one and only Poutine Pastries of Farting Town, joined by my capable crew of future frontier dwellers. I really tried hard with that one. Hello! Welcome. How are we all?
Why are you giggling like that?
What do you mean? Am I
I'm
not
still
allowed
sus
to
from
laugh?
earlier, last time I came in
Are-
to a call.
Look, it was really funny, alright? It wasn't planned, but it was really Punk joined the call right as I fucking played.
Is gay bad here?
Like, down to the millisecond, and it was not planned. It was really funny. Oops. Oh, God. I'm trying to turn my face around. My dog. There we go. But, yes, we have the Punkyard Dog, the CGs, the Joe Mojos, the J Frost 747s, and the Wicked River 97s. Sarah is going to be here. Just a little late. But we, I think, provided everyone is ready, we are good to do test rolls. Point.
Well,
point.
my pants are down. I need to...
Why are your pants down?
That's a good question, says the bard.
12.
What a time to have a one.
Hey, best to get it out of the way now.
True.
15.
Also, fan service?
Ayo?
What?
Show them thighs?
What?
Because CG's pants are down.
Oh, you tease. Wait, that's me.
Yeah.
You saucy minx, you.
And with that, last time, Exilia Regalia, having followed their target Druilla Ashinari into a shattered vision of their own future, was confronted with the execution of King Cedric Aragon, as well as the one responsible. Originally thought to be an older Nexus, Aragon was in fact a man known as Prime. This man, Prime, was revealed to be the endgame for the Hellfire Assembly, an Organ-human hybrid, an eternal king, one with the power of Normandir, Aurelia, and Zygmodus. With the help of a dwarf named Daniel and a group of resistance fighters, the party was able to escape to the city of Arnia. There, they regrouped with Daniel, who was revealed to be a future Adam Acosta. Alongside this, Adam gave the party a rundown of what had happened to lead to such a dismantled future, as well as the status of the party's allies, enemies, and their future selves. But it wasn't long before the party was sniffed out by Oz and Lucian Silverback. Adam, in a desperate attempt to save the party, sacrificed himself to make sure that the party could get away, but not before giving them a location, the Animus Sanctum. And as our party now stands in the crater of where the Animus Sanctum once stood, they find themselves faced with a future flit. And with that, we return to our game. kicking off from where we left off last time, you guys are, once again, you are standing in the crater where the Animus Sanctum, you, as far as you know, believe it once stood. And across from you, probably about 15 feet away, 20 feet away, is an older, sort of dulled, slightly dulled, scale-covered Flit. I see that Adam was able to get you here. And where is he?
He had to cut off Lucian and Oz as we were making our escape.
The hunters. He didn't make it then.
There was a loud explosion.
Well, then we'll have to make sure that what we do next counts. I'll admit, I'm relieved to, well, see my friends again. As well as the elephant in the room. As she looks over to you, Flit.
She just does kind of like the back.
This is gonna
Back
take a
neck
little
thing.
getting used to.
Yeah, I don't know. If someone says split, are we just gonna both turn?
We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But for now, we need to get you all out of the open. Come this way. Gather around me.
Is now really the time for a group hug?
I doubt it's that.
It is not a group hug.
Aw.
We'll gather around.
Lily will be in front because small.
Down in front.
Down in front. As you all begin to circle around this future version of Flit, the long wooden staff that this Flit also carries, similar to yours, Flit. That's gonna get confusing above game and in game.
If it's all right, and just to make things easier, you could just refer to me as like CG for now.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But this Flit embeds the staff in the ground a little bit and begins to cast a spell, and around you all emerges this what appears to be large tree that sort of encircles you all together. And as you feel yourselves pulled downwards, maybe downwards? It's kind of hard to tell where exactly. But as the roots and the base of the tree unravels and sinks back into the ground, you find yourselves in a very familiar location. You look around, you see high walls, temples, buildings, the Animus Sanctum. In the midst of a starry, I would say sky, but it's more of a sea, miasma. Anyone who wants to, go ahead and make me an Arcana check.
Seven.
15?
Una
That's low.
minuto.
Damn you and your plus 12.
10.
If I got plus 12 inside.
Casually waiting for a computer to not freeze.
Yeah, my roll
Nat
count is
one.
not.
Let's go,
I
the
don't know.
zero!
Natural 0, baby!
Eat.
Corvin, you recognize this as the astral plane.
Ow! He just looks around. Wait. Are we in the Astral Sea?
The only place currently that we know can escape the eyes of Prime, as well as his cohorts. It took a lot to get this temple here.
Makes sense. You need somewhere to operate, right?
Corey's got literal stars in her eyes. Well, I mean, she's interested. She's just looking around like, how did... I can see that it took... As in, like, she can see that, like, it took a lot to get it there, because holy shit!
You really must have needed a big boat to move this into a sea.
Flit,
Sure, why not?
or CG rather, you'll remember that, now that it has been mentioned, you'll remember that when you guys came here for the Chalice Shanadu, that its location was hidden within the Astral Sea, within the Astral Plane. Kore, you know, based on your knowledge of the Animus Sanctum, and a few of you might remember this as well, that the sort of barrier between planes, between the material plane and the astral plane, are at its thinnest where the Animus Sanctum normally resides. So it makes sense that the Animus Sanctum resides on the other side of the astral plane.
Oh, I guess that's right. It's been a while, but they were connected, the Astral Sea and the Animus Sanctum. So I guess it wouldn't be too tough.
And thankfully, due to the Astral Sea, the Sanctum is always moving, meaning we can't be tracked down. Not by traditional means, at least. Means that we don't have to worry about anyone showing up on our doorstep. Aside from this one circumstance, kind of looking over your group again.
I'm still getting over that.
Come. We have a lot to discuss. And FF is what I'm going to Future Flit I'm going to refer to as FF.
Okay.
FF is going to begin to guide you all over to one of the buildings, one of the larger buildings. Do you all follow?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As you all begin to follow and you kind of begin to take notice of your surroundings and those around you, you all will notice that there does seem to be a dense population of monks, but not just monks. What look like mercenaries, militia, and even more than that, people, refugees perhaps. You see that a sort of impromptu market has been sort of put out, but it's not really a market, but almost like a communal larder has been put out in the center of this plaza for anyone to come and retrieve supplies. You see that a number of people have built sort of makeshift homes out of what little supplies that they have.
I don't know if it's much, but
Am I quiet, by the way?
no, you're
No.
fine.
Okay.
I don't know if it's much, but just as we casually pass anything that looks a little rickety or slapdash, I'm going to do my best to just kind of like make it a little bit more stable. Just
Okay.
a small gesture.
As you guys walk, you do notice that a few individuals seem to sort of take notice of your party. A few of them even seem to recognize you as individuals begin to start muttering amongst themselves. Kore, you especially would notice that there are a lot of Genasi. If you want to make an insight check, you go ahead.
25.
It's not hard to put together. Given the Animus Sanctum's proximity to Haven, you can presume that a lot of these people are from Haven.
Man, what happened?
FF will speak up. What happened to everywhere else? Any place that had any sort of connection to us was, well, delivered just punishment.
Apparently not everywhere that was aligned with.
We'll get to that. But once we figured what was happening, we decided that it would be best to bring the people of Haven, as many as we could, to this place with us. And even then, we couldn't save them all.
Thank you.
FF will turn to you. It's what you would have wanted.
Yeah. She gives a sad smile.
Go ahead and make me an insight check. As you two sort of lock eyes for a moment.
29.
There's something underneath what she's currently saying that she's not saying out loud. She's not hiding something, but more she's wishing not to say it in a public space.
Corey gives her like a kind of like knowing nod and just mouths the word later.
She will nod. This way. And you guys are brought inside what, for the first time here, looks like a properly, like, guarded building. It's one of the bigger buildings. Corey, you recognize this as, like, the main monastery. Like, this is sort of like the central hub for where most of the monks would congregate. You spend a lot of your time here and your time in the Animus Sanctum. And you guys are permitted entry. And as you guys sort of begin filing into this larger building, you see that compared to the outside, there's sort of a hustle and bustle throughout this building as monks are training soldiers, mercenaries, kind of just the sort of impromptu militia are doing their best to train, prepare themselves. You see that some are like off to the corner, like counting crossbow bolts to set into quivers. You see a couple individuals like sort of toting heavy boxes from one side of the room to the other. Appear to be supplies of some sort, whether it's food or munitions, weapons, you're not really sure. But it is a lot busier in here than it is out there. And as you guys sort of begin to funnel your way in, and as Flit sort of, FF sort of turns to you all and goes, "This is where our primary operations are. I'll make sure that a bit later somebody gives you all proper accommodations." And as this is being said, you hear another familiar voice. "Well, I'll be damned. He wasn't lying." And walking up to your group is a familiar feathered friend, Amos Mudwing, who I unfortunately was not able to grab Jake for, as Jake is currently at work.
Yeah.
But he's here in spirit. Everyone tell Jake he's handsome and also stinky.
Every day.
Every
Nice
day.
jawline, bitch.
Heckin' handsome.
Because I know
A
he's
great
listening to the stream. As Amos sort of approaches you all notice that he is a bit disheveled. You'll notice that across one of his arms, you notice that there is a distinct lack of feathers and what appears to be a set of burns of some sort caused by what you can only presume to be battle. I won't lie, I thought Adam was, well, perhaps on the other side of a, what's the word, conspiracy?
I was gonna say breakdown.
Breakdown would also work.
So you did thought that he was double agent?
No, I just thought he had been, well, deceived. But I'll
Thankfully
admit,
not.
I will certainly admit, gods be damned, it's good to see familiar faces. Friendly faces.
Same here. I can't imagine it's been easy this whole time. And Lydia's going to, because she's still not good at social settings, look at his arm.
Go ahead and make me a perception or investigation. Your choice.
Perception. The 16.
You, upon closer inspection, notice that these aren't typical burns. It almost more resembles long-term frostbite.
Ooh. Is that frostbite?
Unfortunately, yes. A parting gift from an old friend.
Lily kind of looks over because she really hasn't been. She's got a lot going on in her head right now. Would Lily recognize it's frostbite?
Not your ferret.
Oh. See,
Like the condition frostbite.
Ah.
Ah!
Yeah? Y'all good?
Yeah.
Look, we're used to you traumatizing us by now.
Also, yes.
I said that they were burns. Hello?
I know.
My bad.
Y'all are good. Fucking doofuses. Unfortunately, this was a parting gift to make sure a reminder of Lord Fallweather's final sacrifice. That man gave me more than one lease on life. I wear this burn as a reminder for all that he gave.
Well, hopefully, if we complete what we're set out here to do, when we go back, he won't need to make a sacrifice.
Amos kind of nods as if he understands, but any like general insight, I wouldn't even say checks would be required, would kind of imply to you guys that he doesn't quite understand what you mean, but he trusts you. He trusts you regardless.
He's not giving us the yeah, and it's like worried for his
smile
safety.
Yeah, yeah.
Smile and nod. Smile.
He's
Yeah.
the thought process going through his head is, what do you mean go back?
Go back. What? Okay. We just got here. Okay.
But I mainly wanted to give you all greetings. Don't let me keep you.
Appreciate it.
Be well.
You as well, friends. And Amos will turn and kind of give a bow to FF, who will give a return bow. Alright. You'll probably see a few familiar faces out here, but let's get to a bit more of a private setting. As FF begins to cross the chamber. Do you guys continue to follow?
Absolutely.
As you guys are crossing the chamber, anyone who wants to kind of get like a general view of the place or wants to attempt to perhaps see any familiar faces, go ahead and make me perception checks. Anyone who wants to.
Okay.
21.
23.
18.
16.
Oh, we're pretty eagle-eyed today.
Yes. I heard doggos barking outside.
Work, work, work.
$14.
Anyone in particular that y'all are looking for? Or anything in particular?
I love my wife.
You're looking for your wife, okay?
My not wife. Not yet.
Nodders, nodders.
Anyone
Your
that-
other wife? As you have your current wife and your future wife?
Yep. Current not wife, future wife.
The wife. The wife for the future. Yeah, the future wife.
The future wife. Anyone
What
else?
is for the future?
Lily isn't looking for anyone in particular. She knows, well, she knows she's not around. She doesn't know what happened to Genia, but she's worried if Genia were to see her.
Bing bong. Remember push to talk. Okay.
A body has been
A
discovered.
body has been Oh dear God! The room
Alright,
becomes covered in pink goo.
Sorry.
All right, I was at electrical.
I'll actually do this in a way to sort of. I realize that I'm gonna get confused by having you all throw what you're looking at me at one time. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna streamline this. So Corey, you're looking for Diana, yes, or at least this version of Diana.
Yeah.
You do not see her.
Aw. Okay.
You know that she's part of the resistance. You know that she was one of the people who survived, but you don't know. You do not see her here.
Once she sees that, she's gonna try her best to start ducking and staying in the shadows, trying to. I know we're not here for very long, and these are friendly people, but like some people probably still have feelings about.
Kind
her
of
being the
keeping
Joff-
out
you know,
of
Joffrey's
sight.
dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
she's gonna be
do
like, "All right,
notice
cool."
a few people kind of giving you a look,
Hmm.
but they're kind of giving your party in general a look, considering.
Yeah, there's like, wait a minute.
It's kind of like the, what the fuck, Corey said, what the fuck, they're all here! Lily, since you, already spoke up, you said you're looking for Genia?
She's gonna see if she can spot Genia, but she's not gonna, she's gonna avoid being seen.
Yeah. You do not see Genia. Next person, Corvin. Who or what are you looking for?
Is anyone from the Cruel Lady around that Corbin would remember? I cannot remember her dad's best friend's name. Something Black, like Reginald Black or something.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. Unfortunately, you do not see anyone from the Cool Lady. The Cool Lady either.
That's the rebrand.
We got several cool ladies in this party.
Yeah, true! Dude. Fucking women! Let's go! Sorry.
We drink our respect women juice around here.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All right. Rovan, what about you? Unless J. Frost had to step away. Okay, I'll come back. Flit, what about you?
But never really got confirmation on if Skritlix and Philete were alright.
You see, a bit off out of the way, what appears to be two goblinoid individuals. They don't strike you as familiar at first, but then you really get a good look at them, and you notice that one of them has a familiar looking gas mask hanging on their belt. They look older, more mature. You do determine these to be Skritlix and Philete, as they appear to be working on what appears to be like a brewing stand. An
Keep the
alchemy
tavern
bench.
alive, baby!
Yeah.
The jug! Sorry, I was just thinking we could offer our revenge jug with these people. Help with water, sorry.
You're good. Is J. Frost back? Eh. As I
Bitch!
retrieve my dice. Okay, I'm gonna presume he is not back then. Okay. Well, if that is the case, then we will unfortunately have to move on. Perhaps if he comes back soon, I will catch him. And we can have him, perceivers. But as you all continue forth, you do come across another set of double doors that seems more guarded than the last one. And you all begin to hear discussion coming from the inside. Very muffled. Unfortunately, no one here is going to be able to identify what is being said, even with the high passive perceptions, as it seems that this room is specifically made to keep sound within. But you do hear discussion.
So you said we can't listen in?
You cannot tell what is being said, but you can hear the voices. Vaguely. It's very muffled.
Damn, really?
I know, I'm sorry. Like, soundproof
Corey's
room is
big ass
soundproof
ears,
room.
like...
Yeah. But it was okay. Because as you guys approach, the two monks that are standing by the door see FF approach, and they sort of they do like a salute where they sort of put their fists up to their chest, kind of like across their chest, and they just kind of bow with just their heads. And FF returns this gesture and then opens up these doors. And inside, you see a number of familiar figures. You see, first of all, what appears to be a wolf huddled in the corner. A very familiar wolf. Raven, who, oddly enough, does not look any older. You see a human woman with white hair who now seems to have a set of like reading glasses and a couple wrinkles across the face. Corey, you would recognize this as Diana. There appears to be a lizard sort of curled up in the middle of what looks like a large, like, war map. And is looking up at all the people around. You see a large metallic individual. At first you mistake it to be Canthmore, but this is someone completely different. It is the form is almost bulbous, rotund in shape. It does appear to be a mechanical individual.
Is it the good boy?
It very well could be. If you ever seen a school boiler, that's kind of like imagine that as a person, that's kind of what you're looking at right now.
I think the Pumpkinator suits from that one episode of Fairly Odd Parents.
The Pumpkinator suit, hold on.
I was thinking the potato people from Doctor Who.
I know. I remember that episode.
Sonturans?
Oddly enough, River's Pumpkinator suits, in terms of physical description, not that far off in terms of
Yeah.
pure shape.
Nice.
So that was I also don't remember this suit at all, but good
Welcome
call,
to
I guess.
Welcome to obscure TV shows that I loved in the 90s.
Yeah. Obscure? Fairly Odd Parents? Hello?
Well, new Fairly Odd Parents suck, so
Well, yeah.
New Fairly Odd Parents doesn't exist. Smile. But yes, the large form is sort of stout in nature, a bit more rotund. Definitely not Canthmore. You see would appear to be two. My dog is barking.
Or
Borf. Two monks, one who is has sort of this like light chocolate skin, a full set of braided hair, very athletic figure. Corey, you would recognize this individual as Ein. And the one next to them, a tall, broad-shouldered man of potentially Asian descent. Quote-unquote Asian descent. It's kind of weird saying Asian descent in a fantasy setting, but Eastern persuasion.
We get you.
With a sort of... with a longer beard than perhaps Corey, you remember, and a patch of, like, gray in the middle. You recognize this to be Torin. And then the last one, a tall, purple tiefling individual. One that, if you were to not already recognize him as a tiefling, you would perhaps mistake as a drow. As this being Reno. And as they all sort of turn to your group as you begin to enter, Reno being the first to speak up. By the gods.
hi.
They all seem sort of befuddled by this until Raven shoots up from the corner of the room and runs over and pounces on Sarah.
Corey can't take her eyes off of Torin.
You will probably have.
She's so scared. Sorry, not in a hot way, but in a scared, like,
Oh,
wait, you're here. Where's Tauntaun?
do you say that?
Yeah.
FF sort of turns to you. We'll get to that. I promise. We have a lot to discuss.
Corey's ears drop. She kind of just
I will tell you though.
looks away.
I will tell you though, to set your mind at ease. She was one of the people we were able to save. She is just not here. Not in this room. In fact, I don't know where she is. But she's probably roaming the grounds somewhere.
Her ears pick up a little bit, but she doesn't say anything.
Okay. FF will turn to the rest of them. So, Turns out that that tip that Adam informed us of was good. Weird, but good. And, well, I mean, you could see for yourselves. And the large, bulbous, mechanical individual, you'll see sort of this steam kind of begin to hiss and exhaust from a few of the joints, and the chest piece opens up, revealing a mangled, one-legged Sindri Tayloft.
I'm just glad. You know, it sucks, but he's making it work.
You do be making it work?
You can't be Doom Guy without making a couple of sacrifices of limbs.
Holy fuck. It's so good to see you guys. As far as you know, this is the first time any of you have heard Sindri swear.
That's true. Damn it.
I feel like we have?
Nope.
Good
Then
to
again,
see you, friend.
And you,
She just looks sad. She just like looks at the state of his armor and just looks at the state of the place. And she's trying to be happy and trying to smile like, oh, friends are here, yay! But damn.
he sort of moves his goggles away and sort of wipes at one of his eyes. I'm in disbelief. And then you hear Torn sort of speak up. Wait. Where is Adam?
It's gonna look
He-
down into the side.
As we told, like, points towards, like, he will kind of jot ahead towards future Flit. As we told this Flit, he cut off Oz and Lucian as they were making their way towards us, and we made our escape.
You see, they all look a bit defeated at that. Diana will speak up. The hunters were able to track Adam?
According, from what we could gather, they had their suspicions on Adam for a while, just never had any sort of proof.
Damn. There's a... Sorry, I got distracted at the dog fucking barking wildly behind my house.
Even the dog said, damn.
Like, I stopped for a moment, I just... Bark, 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 bark. Just like, damn, fucking relax. But Future Flit sort of turns to your group. Why don't you all get a bit more comfortable and we'll start hashing things out?
Yes. I have
Good idea.
thousands of questions.
Oh, I'm sure. And we'll do our
I have-
best to answer what we can.
I have one. Just immediately, anyways.
Eyes emoji.
I'm gonna turn to me. Future me, do you have any hair of Adam's?
I do.
Where is his hairbrush?
I do. However, I'm unsure if it will work.
Huh?
Because I've already had to do it once.
Oh.
I was lucky enough that he came back as a dwarf, one that he lovingly referred to as Daniel.
Oh, so that was his real form.
I don't know how he was able to keep up the guise, as Adam with his wife, but I guess if they were on to him, I suppose he didn't.
All right then. I'll we can talk about that another time. And Flit is going to walk over and take a seat.
Okay. You all begin to sort of funnel into the room and sort of begin to take your places up in this chamber. Where is everyone sort of residing as you all fill into this chamber? Who are you all sort of gravitating towards? Or are you all sort of sticking together?
I think for convenience's sake, Flit will place herself on the opposite end of FF.
Okay.
And you know what? Just to make it even a little bit easier, I'll take up the tiefling form that I crafted.
Okay. That will help. What about the rest of you?
Cora will stick near the Dianas.
You do see the two Dianas sort of approach each other, and they kind of give each other like a long, like thoughtful sort of stare down, and then future Diana goes, "It's a pleasure. This is weird, but it's a pleasure." To which your Diana goes, "Likewise." Man, I look good in glasses. To which future Diana goes, "Yeah, I hate them. I hate them a lot. My eyesight has really declined in the past few years."
Maybe if you didn't stay up till the wee hours of the morning with hardly a damn candle near you.
To which your Diana goes, "Shh." And to which
Do you
future
see
Di-
your- you see
future
your
Diana future Diana goes, No, she's right.
You're proof, madam. How does future Diana's skin look though, by the way? Besides the war. See?
Aside
breaks,
from the war.
The breaks I made you take.
Imagine-
See? She looks great. Her eyesight sucks, but her look, she looks
Imagine,
amazing.
if you will. Imagine, if you will, Corey. Sexy librarian.
Nice. See? Those breaks I make you take though did you well.
Do yourself a favor. Take it from me. Take more breaks. To which your Diana goes, Noted.
Corey just sticks her tongue out.
I'm not used to being double teamed like this. Shut up. She says, looking at you.
Corey just biting her cheek.
To which she looks back to other Diana, who does also have a slightly devilish smile crawl across her face. Oh, honey, you don't even know. Alright, anyways, moving on from this conversation, she says, sort of taking a seat. What about the rest? Where are the rest of you sort of gravitating towards?
Just wherever. Honestly, it doesn't matter.
Okay,
Same.
okay.
Also saying Lily's just kind of gonna stick with whoever.
Okay. As you all sort of flood into here. Oh, excuse me. And you all get comfortable and sort of take up your spots. The future Diana goes, Alright. Now that we are all here, I can do this. And she's gonna cast Zone of Truth. As soon as I fucking
Rocket. Come on, computer.
yeah, fucking
Come on,
hold
computer.
on. It's being slow.
Ganbare, ganbare.
Gambade!
Who's harder, computer?
What are the differences between ganbare and ganbate? It's probably just a way of.
There it goes.
Yeah.
It's probably like a verb versus a saying kind of thing.
This is going to affect everyone. If you want to roll, you can, or you could choose to willingly fail.
I shall willingly fail.
I fail.
Yeah,
I
same.
fail. I fail.
Sold like a house cards.
That's
Corbin
kind of
did-
wild watching Corbin fail a charisma save.
I got
Really
a low.
is.
Yeah, I mean, I can. If you want me to roll again, I can.
I
No,
mean,
no, 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 no. I like
No,
it.
it's fine. But I'm just
No,
like,
I can fucking
No,
do it.
no,
It's fine.
no.
I can fucking do
Points
this,
gun.
like-
keep it.
Disadvantage.
I kind of want to take a crack at this.
You got a good shot of it.
Yeah.
That one,
Wait.
please.
So
25.
wait, Ravon's is within 10 feet.
I forgot about that.
Beats it beats.
Yeah, I'd say that counts. Anyone else who wants to roll?
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. So, let's begin with this. Who are you? How did you get here? Why are you here?
You know who we are. We got transported into a mirror, and we're here to see Druilla and Novellis.
She acknowledges your response, Corvin. Someone else?
Basically what Corvin said. We were,
Answer the question, please.
yeah, I'm getting there. We were doing a concert, Novellis. That's when we got in touch with Corladora, who said that Druella got away from her somehow. She went into a mirror, we followed her, and it took us here.
She turns, acknowledges your response, nods. One more. And she will look to... She'll look to Lily. Who are you? Why are you here?
I am Captain Lily Timbers. I'm part of the guard. We got transported into the mirror, just like they said. And from what it seems, it's a future. But that's all I know about it.
Dinah will turn to FF and will give a nod. I think they're clear. To which FF will go. The spell will sort of fade, and you all will no longer be under the effect of Zone of Truth. FF will go. Apologies. We've been under a lot, and we need to be careful, even towards blessings in disguise.
I have to imagine that that's pretty common with, Oz running around.
Yeah. So, you all are, based on what you said, you're here looking for Druilla.
Yes, we just need to get into Novellis and talk with her. Hopefully get her to come with us.
So you're not here to help then?
In a way, it should help, actually.
We're here to help prevent it from happening.
We came in, we didn't know what we were going to get into, but as soon as we found it, we knew this can't happen. can't let it happen.
Keep going.
If
I'm just
we-
gonna change the music real quick.
If we are correct, taking Drilla out of this point in time, can hopefully prevent all of this from happening, and well, something else will probably take its place. In theory, of course.
We have more information now than we did before we came in here. Very useful, helpful for everyone here and everywhere else.
In our timeline, Cedric hasn't made his boneheaded move. Well, it was.
No, I meant he kind of has just.
He's on the way to do it, but he hasn't.
Yeah,
actually
Cora's just
done
like
it.
grimacing. Ears flat.
Reno will speak up. So you are here to change the future. Your future.
Our future.
Your future.
Possibly yours as well, if we're correct.
He's gonna make an Arcana check. Yeah, that tracks. And how do you know that this is our future and not a version of your future? How do you know that changing the past will affect what's happened here?
When it comes to time displacement or even changing anything from the past, we can't know because nothing is really set in stone. There are things that are predetermined, but unfortunately, no one really knows what's in store for them.
Sorry, I have to sneeze. Okay. Bleh. He turns and he looks at you. Seems as reasonable as I was to expect. There's no guarantee that this will work, but it's worth a try, I suppose.
If nothing else, if that is the case and we do nothing and it doesn't change this future at all, at the very least, we would be taking Juella out of the equation, freeing up Novellis for everyone.
As well as remove a powerful ally for the Blood Talons.
So,
Ally
may-
is a strong word, says Torin.
How so?
We're not completely sure on Novellis' relationship with the Hellfire Assembly. We know that they are on friendly terms, but we aren't sure that there is a direct supportive relationship. We don't know if they give anything to Novellis or Druilla, for that matter. And we don't know if Druilla or Novellis provides anything for the Blood Talons. Unfortunately, most of our intel about Novellis is beyond our sight. And theories at best. Ein will speak up. Drilla is... Aside from the odd interaction with a few members of the Hellfire Assembly, which is the only thing we've been able to confirm, we don't know if there is any direct partnership. We think that she mainly keeps to her own.
So the partnership might just be that she stays out of their way.
Perhaps.
Very much possible.
are there um, any other allies other than everyone here? I know there were a couple that we made back in the day that. She's gonna kind of look on over to Reno. Some high-end allies.
A few. But most of them now are. Most of the allies that we once had are either gone, they're here, or we have very limited communication with.
Is Tauntaun one of those that you have very limited?
Diana will speak up. Taneri is actually... Well, she actually works quite tightly around these parts, alongside the rebellion. She's proven an invaluable asset.
Sounds like her.
Honestly, I'm surprised that that she didn't show up when you were on your way in.
It might be hard. Seeing as here I'm the evil guy's dog. Cory shrugs. I'm just happy to know she's alive.
Future Diana will smile a bit. She'll be happy to see you.
Has there been any extraplanar assistance? Celestial, divinity, what about the dragons?
FF will speak up. The dragons were... well... the dragons have either gone into hiding, were killed, or were never found to begin with. We lost Odim when the Animus Sanctum was originally attacked.
It's gonna look pretty dour at that.
There has to be someone. Magni? Modi? They're demigods.
The Hellfire Assembly made sure that any associated with your group was struck down. Anyone who survived are either here or in complicated circumstances. This is Torin speaking up. Sindri will speak up. Most of the guard is gone too. Pretty much anyone you can imagine. We're in very dire straits here.
I believe it.
This is grim even for us.
Meanwhile, the gods sit beyond the divine gate and do nothing.
Was just kind of going over her head. I can't imagine, like, they just let it get this far. How? Why? How can... She starts to get a little angry and then just kind of hushes up.
I wish we knew. FF will say, looking directly to you.
The only people I could think of, and I'm sure you've thought of them, you've had 10 years to think of them, is... I don't know how much worth an oath Dangraz still has, She looks on over to Reno again. Your mentor.
The seer. Unfortunately, the seer has been less than helpful. They are a watchman, and a watchman must watch.
They don't interfere.
Correct. As for Dangros, says Diana, he has his own war going on in the abyss that he is preoccupied with. Once the power gap sort of opened up, when the demon lords were slaughtered by Prime, everyone began scrambling for power. His way of culling the masses, as it were.
Nothing like an eternal war to keep those that can't die in their place.
The demon lords have never exactly been on friendly terms with each other, and having a being such as Prime with a powerful squad such as the Blood Talons, but those who didn't die chose self-preservation. Either went into hiding or offered their own power to him. Their services.
Is one of those that was off power offer currently occupying Valir?
Fortunately, most of our information is, again, theories.
Let's see.
The Abyss is in such chaos that we don't really know what's going on down there. It could be totally fine, and we would have no idea.
So we'll have to assume that that's no avenue to look for.
FF will speak up. You can see why we're in such a state as this. You can see why it's important that they never succeed in your time.
Yeah. I don't know what we could even do. I'm torn. I really am. We came in to get Druella, and maybe that'll ruin them, like Corfin said, will just solve everything and rewrite the timeline. Maybe that just won't do anything. But Foot's gonna look to the rest of the group. We can't just selfishly go for Druella.
OBS crash. Hold on. Buh. OBS, please.
Oh no.
Hold on. OBS disconnected. Sorry.
OBS
Okay.
is having a heart attack.
Okay, we're back. Continue, CG.
Where was it? Oh, yeah. I don't know how. We can't just be selfish about this and just leave you guys in the lurch. There's got to be something that
We have
we
next to
can
no
do.
allies anymore.
Also, yes, we can. No offense to everybody, but yes, we can become selfish and just get in, get out, and leave this.
It's not. There's the possibility it's not selfish, and if it could help as many people has been devastated by this, timeline, our timeline, whoever's timeline is a shit timeline. It needs to be fixed.
Flit, I adore you, and trust me, I would. There's 1,000 things I would love to do, but this isn't our fight. And yes, that's also meaning I'm being left in some mad woman's trophy case. As he's kind of like. He looks like he's like slowly like breaking down, but he kind of just picks himself back up a bit. We just need to go to the Feywild.
Flit's gonna give a very long look at Corvin. And then she's gonna turn her attention to FF. How would we even do that?
Well, our Corvin had means of traveling to Nivilis via Corladora. Whether your Corvin still has this capability, I don't know, as Corladora no longer exists here.
Last time I checked, I was. Apologies. Last time I checked, I was still able to. However, I just need to know if any kinds of plane shifting into Nivilis has been blocked or anything like that.
As far as we've been able to tell, only those with a direct connection to traveling to the Feywild in itself is an easy enough task. You can't block off an entire plane. However, Nivilis is a different story. Nivilis in itself is under a disruption, if you will. As far as we've been able to tell, only those with direct connections to Druilla are able to teleport in directly. Meaning, Corvin, you may be able to access it. But
Useless.
without your friends having this connection to Druilla, I don't know.
He's listening, but like the moment she says those who have a connection, he's definitely not disassociating, but it definitely looks like that he's not really paying terribly much attention. He seems to be in like a deep contemplative thought, and he will kind of snap his fingers. Wait, so in theory, we just need to lay low for the evening, and then I can try and scout out. I can try to go to Nivilis myself and scout it out. If it doesn't particularly work the way that we are wanting to, we'll know.
Reno speaks up. That is a terrible idea.
Do you have any others?
Actually, yes. We've been thinking on this for a while. Nivilis in general. And well, this place inside the astral plane is not going to be safe forever. We're going to have to eventually leave. Eventually they're going to find us, and we're going to have to be able to find other means of safety. We have considered, well, we have considered an assault on Nivilis.
The moment Reno says assault on Nivilis, Corvin does get a little apprehensive, I think is the word I want to use. In what regard?
Sorry, I'm drinking
Who-
water. We have an ally in Nivelis. One who we have been hoping to extract, but we are unsure as to what their current status is. Someone who was trapped there once Nivelis was locked down. You're probably familiar with him. A Corvo Blackwell.
Oh, he lives.
That's good to hear.
Corvo, well, the fool that he is, did exactly what you suggested. He found a way. We assume that he got a scroll of plane shift or something and went to Nivelis once before it shut down. And we have not seen him since. Corvo is unpredictable, and we presume with the locked down nature of Nivelis, we can presume that he is alive.
Well, that's at least good.
But are you going to sack the city? Is my question.
There's a pause. We don't know. Nivelis has resources that we could use. Resources that we need. Resources that could keep this place safe from the Hellfire Assembly. We'd like to seek an audience with Druilla, but we doubt she'd be willing to hear us.
We could go and speak to her. He kind of says a little sheepishly.
FF will speak up. The rest of you, give me a moment with them. Alone, please. Are you sure? Please. And the rest of the leaders of this rebellion will hesitantly begin to shuffle on out, leaving your group with FF. So, just to make sure I have this plan straight, you want to go alone into danger territory and speak with someone who may or may not try to kill you at first watch, at first notice.
Well, the way you say it like that, it makes it sound like I'm mad.
We have very limited options. I've never been a fan of Reno's idea to pillage Nivelis for resources. He's only ever considered it because Nivelis seems to be its own thing. He doesn't even want to wage war on the city. He just wants... he just wants but what's best for those here. I can't stop you from whatever you're going to do.
I just don't want to see my home become ruined.
I don't either. That being said, if you do plan to go to Nevillis and speak or fight or do whatever with Drula, you will be doing it alone. The rebellion will not help you.
Going into a situation with literally just us as our own backup. Sounds familiar, doesn't it? He kind of says with like a little, with like a little cheeky little smile.
It's still not a position that I envy. But we don't know what waits inside Nevillis. We don't know what will befall you all for going there. I don't even know how you plan to get there.
I mean, if you give us the evening to rest, I'll be able to pop us right on in.
You will be able to pop on in.
We'll all be sealed off, remember?
I figured if I would use plane shift, I'd be able to bring you all with me.
You'd be able to get to the Feywild, not Nevillis. You'd have to find a way into Nevillis from outside the city. And I don't know what that entails. You and I both know how dangerous the Feywild is.
More so than I think anybody here realizes. How my father adventured in that damnable place is beyond me.
I just need it to be known that as much as I support your cause, I am not going to sacrifice what we've built here for a plan that may or may not bear fruit. If I were to lend you resources and fail, if I were to lend you our resources and you were to fail, it could be the end of us. I'm sorry.
No offense taken. I know. On the same foot, I don't want to lay down our lives for something that's just to go on and fight the same people over and over again. People that we haven't taken care of in our time. Well, all but like 2.
There is, however, something that could potentially help you. There's a way to convince me. Reno does have a very good point. We can't remain here forever. It's only a matter of time before they find us here in the Astral Sea. We need to move this place. We were able to have this place shift between the planes via the Aether Wellspring. Corey, you're familiar with that name. It is where you and Master Orda had your sort of coming to terms moment, where you had your first like opening moments as Rune Delver. Grandmaster Orda, when he brought this place to the Astral Sea, using the Aether Wellspring, the caveat was that, well, he didn't make it.
I see.
Torrin and Nine have shown promise in accessing its capabilities, but even then, the Wellspring was heavily drained when Grandmaster Orda brought it into the Astral Sea. If you can help us grant more power to the Wellspring, perhaps we can give you more assistance in your mission into Nevillis.
How do we do that?
I just want to help. I want to help us, and I want to help you.
Then perhaps we can help each other.
Whoa.
Oh,
What?
oh,
Thought about it for a sec.
oh. Spectrum!
Oh no.
I fucking hate it here.
Ooh.
I don't miss our place, Tart, but I miss the water. I miss having the track right by us.
I fucking hate Spectrum, dude.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
And yet there's not much better out here. It's fine most of the time.
The
It's when it
Google
gets
Fiber
these
hasn't
weird
made it there?
fucking... Nope.
Damn.
It's when it gets these weird fucking hiccups that really makes me fucking mad.
I'm guessing Xfinity sucks down there.
Correct.
Oof.
Confirm.
Okay. Back to it. There is an item. One that you all may be familiar with. Latchkey.
Oh.
A latchkey.
With Nicholas gone, there was very little protection from keeping the Hellfire Assembly away from his experiments. Elrock got his hands on Latchkey and perfected it. And it now is the primary power source to run his own experiments. We've been trying to think of ways to infiltrate his home to extract it. We think the energy contained with it would be enough to help the Aether Wellspring warp us wherever we need, whenever we need. If you can retrieve Latchkey for us, we will give you direct assistance in your mission in Nivilus. We'll be able to warp the entirety of the Animus Sanctum into the Feywild.
I'm okay with that. Again, anything to help.
As long as we are not going to wage war on the villas.
War is the last thing on my mind.
That's not a... You didn't confirm my request.
No. I guess I didn't.
Because I'm not doing this with someone thinking to attack my home.
The last thing I want is to attack your home.
And yet your man wants to try that. You're the leader. You're the one in charge. I just
What?
need to hear you say that it's not going to happen.
Do I look like a fool to you, Gorman Alakir?
No, that's why I'm trying to be as direct as possible.
Then you'll know that I no longer make bargains with Fae.
Do as you will. But just know that I am going to defend my home. And my family.
Seem to care about the people now.
I swear to God, OBS. God damn it, dude. I might have to restart my internet.
All good.
I'm going to restart my internet. Let's bio. How's it sound?
All right. Sounds like a
Sounds
plan.
good.
Drinker.
All right,
We're
Amaretto
back.
sour?
we are back. Apologies. I decided it was best, considering the technical difficulties, to just go ahead and restart my internet. Spectrum sucks. I don't have a lot of options though. But Spectrum, fuck you, Spectrum. But yeah, we also went ahead and did our bio break. So, getting back into it, conversation between FF and Corbin.
I think last we left off, Blitz said something.
I will
Yeah.
promise you this. I have no intention of seeking war with Nivelis. If, however, Nivelis forces me to defend my own people, I will do so.
Just please don't give them a reason. They're skittish enough as is.
We're going after the Archfey. I think that's going to be reason enough, but no, I do not seek war against Nivelis. It is not my intention. I merely seek to help my people. And in this circumstance, that includes you as well.
By helping me, you will be helping them as well.
Then, let's help each other. As I said before, bring me Latchkey and I will give you whatever support I can in your mission against Druilla. You don't have to decide on it now. In fact, I can even give you this room, give you all this room for some time so you may discuss. I'll make sure that somebody has set up your quarters for the night. Also, we're already crashing! Let's go, Spectrum! I'm just gonna have to deal with it.
Oh.
I'm just gonna have to deal with it. We're just dealing with it. I'll fix it later. We're just dealing with it. So, unless you have any more questions for me,
Maybe not questions, but I did have a few ideas I'd like to share with you, if
Ideas?
possible. Just hearing about everything and some ideas I had. When we were talking about everything, one of the things that kind of popped into my head was if we could get your Corvin back somehow, then he might have a way into Nivelis as well. But I wasn't sure how feasible that would be.
we've considered the idea as well. The issue is that that entire plan hinged on Adam keeping up the guise that he had already undergone, but if Adam's gone, they are already aware as to his dealings. I don't know how feasible that is anymore. It's something we can certainly discuss, but I'm sorry, I don't have a definitive answer for you.
That's okay. I guess the question I had was, compared to everyone else that we know about, a lot of people have died, and it's a lot. But Corvin can still be saved, even in a way. And while Marissa might just keep him as a trophy, he still lives, yes?
Correct.
Does she, live in a house? Well guarded, I assume, but, just on the plane?
We know that Marissa and Adam's primary residence was in Onira, Marissa's hometown. However, Marissa has been nearly impossible to track as she is always jumping around.
And I imagined that her home would be obscenely well guarded.
You'd be correct.
Let's gonna look on over to Corvin. I'm just gonna say this. No offense. Just
A little bit taken, depending on what you say.
have you thought about killing Corvin?
That's
What?
a question for FF?
Wait, what?
Wait, are we talking future Corvin or this Corvin?
So we're
Please let
killing
me fi-
Corvin?
Please let it be future Corvin, not this Corvin, for the love of
Please
Christ.
let me future
Whoever
Corvin.
the hell that is.
Corbin really went, not me, not me, not me, not me. No scos, no scos.
Meanwhile, Fletch, nice bitch.
No, fucking Corvin was like, no, wait.
Corbin really doing nose goes with a version of him that's brain dead.
Ara will understand. He's already dead enough as is. Trust me.
Wait, hold on.
So,
Getting back,
he's
getting
my
back,
Eladrin.
getting
I'll put
back
him down
into the scene.
myself.
Getting back into it.
the idea I had was, if Marissa is always around, we have an idea where Corvin is, we could destroy what he's in, like the residence, make it look like it's an attack on Marissa, when really our goal is to take out Corvin, and then Flit is going to produce a hair from Corvin's head.
Ow.
Another one I have.
Damn it.
Can we reincarnate this one?
You see FF lean back a bit? That could work.
I know it's a bit desperate, but as long as we know that Corvin dies, we can just bring him back right here.
It could work. However,
Mama house. Just bring it back.
we'd be facing incredible danger assaulting Marissa's very residence, and she would go on a rampage trying to make sure that she got back at us. However, you can see they're beginning to consider it. There is a reason that I took hairs from all of my party members.
hmm
There's an
It's-
issue, though.
Yeah, how do you bring me back? I don't.
Well,
No, sorry, that's not the question.
that's the thing. As you can tell, even though I am here and I am Flit. Hello. Hi.
Charmed.
I did the same thing as your Flit and took hair from all of my party members. And here's the kicker. I tried to reincarnate a few of you. Tried.
What happened?
I don't know. Since Prime has gained all this power, there have been fluctuations in the magical realm. Not all magic works as intended. tried to bring back Lily. It didn't work. I tried to bring back Sarah. It didn't work. I don't know why it didn't work. I hate that I couldn't save them.
Did you bring them here?
There was nothing to bring back. Nothing but the
No.
hairs that I had plucked from them years ago.
Here's what I was wondering. Did you bring them to the Animus Sanctum in this plane of existence?
There was nothing to bring.
Oh, wait. Do you mean like try to resurrect them in the Animus Sanctum?
Like in the Astral Sea, yes.
So, yes.
Like she's saying that there wasn't a soul to bring back. I understand it. I was
No,
thinking
she's
about,
saying
like,
that
a
there was
weird
no
loophole.
body to bring to the Animus Sanctum.
Gotcha. Okay.
That's why she tried reincarnate, because resurrection wouldn't work. Because
Yeah, but, like-
she didn't have a body to bring back. And even
So-
with the hairs, reincarnate did not work for some reason. That is what she is saying.
So here is okay. I understand that. But what I was wondering is that did she try to use reincarnate in the Animus Sanctum that was inside the Astral Sea?
Yes.
Okay. Is it? He kind of scratches his chin a little bit. Did you try to cast the spell in the Prime Material?
Resurrection. Yes. I tried.
Do you
Did you-
think that the soul wasn't free?
I think the souls
It's
were
not-
taken before I could get them. That is my thinking, but I don't have confirmation on this. Reincarnate, the plane that you cast it upon, does not matter to my knowledge. So I can only rule out that the souls were taken or destroyed before I could cast these spells.
Wait, I have a question. How did they die? Like, was it by blade, by magic?
They were both killed by traditional means, and then you could say they confirmed the kill. High level magic destroyed the body.
You don't think it's what's it called? What the magic that Aurelia uses?
Argomancy.
Yes, that one. You don't think it's that kind of magic, do you?
I can only presume.
Is there potentially a counter to it?
Argomancy. Wait,
Killing
he
her?
wouldn't know that. As far as I know, this counter spell. But that's about all I can. That's about all I know at this current moment. Everything else about it is kind of fuzzy. It works
Oh.
as from what I could understand, the little of it I could. It works like any other school of magic.
Oh,
The only knowledge that we have on Argomancy is the things that Reno and Arxis have shared with us. In that, it is a separate school of magic that can be interacted with as any traditional magic, but aside from that, we have exceedingly little information on how it works.
Well, from what Arxis and Reno have mentioned, that's a good thing.
Correct. It's made our jobs harder, but we've seen what it can do to others.
The knowledge of Argomancy corrupts at the end of the day.
I really wish there was a counter Argomancy, anti-Argomancy magic. I don't know.
Divine?
I'm very sad.
I mean, if you think about it, magic of the divine could be a good counter for any kind of lich-based magics.
Might be something worth looking into if we get back.
Looks to Diana.
The Dianas.
The
Just,
Diana.
just the one.
There's
Just the
only
one,
ones
because
there.
we're
like
Oh,
That's
yeah.
we're
right.
literally just
Just the
talking
one.
Flit.
All right, the Diana. Diana Prime.
Past Diana. PD.
Sorry, I'm currently looking at a thing.
Okay.
Okay. Apologies. Can we reiterate the last thing mentioned? We're looking to Diana.
About maybe using her clerical abilities to block Argomancer.
I mean, perhaps I've never thought of it that way.
Hit her with some moonbeams.
I'll just
That would
make
logistically make sense. That's probably why Aurelia had so much control over Argomancy, is that she had her own counter to it.
why she kept pots of sanity.
Perhaps.
I mean, it is something to look into. I mean, everything kind of has an opposite, yes? The sun has the moon, light is darkness,
Yes,
water
but
is fire.
Ravan, what I've been spewing about is if we start looking into Argomancy as well as any possible counters, we might become what Aurelia is. What Zygmotus became. That's a very high price of powerful magics, even learning about them.
What? Just. Oh, go ahead.
Hmm?
Oh, I
What?
thought you were gonna say something.
Oh, no, no.
Flit size a little bit. I think it's a good avenue to look into, but that's kind of a down the line problem.
And if anything, we might need to talk to something or someone who might have, I don't know, wisdom.
There is one other thing I just wanted to bring up to you, and looks over to Future Flit. This is probably something that the rest of the rebels could know, but did you, given the nature of what we went through, do you know, did you ever figure out what the source of Drilla's Archfadem came from?
We believe that whatever this necklace, artifact, whatever she possesses with her, is what gave her access to her Archfadem, as you described.
If from what we said, our Druella came in via the necklace. That's how she kind of got into through the mirror. But wouldn't that mean that if we remove Druella and you guys still have a problem to deal with, and you guys, like, we don't fix things by going back, doesn't that mean that there's still a necklace from this timeline somewhere in Novellis? If you guys got that, you guys could make your own Archfey.
I've never thought of it that way. That could be a very handy tool for us, actually.
A Fey cleric. Picture it now. Arch-Fey cleric.
Must I remind you that we have to take the necklace back with us?
I know.
Mm-hmm.
But, like you said, if there is another necklace here, perhaps we could use that.
If that's the case, let's, if it's all right, maybe this would be a good time for us to discuss our options.
Yes, I need to speak with my own people, so I will give you all the room to speak amongst each other, and if you're ready, when you are ready, feel free to come find me.
Flit will nod to Flit.
And Flit will stand up and leave the room.
Corey's gonna snatch Torin in for a hug real quick.
Torin is not there.
Damn it! I thought he was!
Nope.
It was literally only Flit.
It's okay.
So you guys are in this room on your own.
What's everyone thinking? I feel like I've made my stance perfectly clear.
Diane will speak up. I think... I don't like either decision. Because I realize that we have a mission, but the bleeding heart in me wants us to help where we can. I think pursuing Latchkey and perhaps even gaining that support in our own mission might be vital to both sides of this story. I think it's something we should highly consider. I'm not going to argue strongly one way or another, but that is my stance on the matter.
What do you think, Ravon?
I'm going to be 100% honest. I don't know what to think. I am literally... Look, I'm going to be... This entire time is just fucked up beyond all repair. I am willing to do whatever it takes to prevent this entire outcome. And if it means we'd have to do a few things here, so be it. I have no problem. But I'm going to be very honest with you all. Once we get done with this, I think I'm going to take a day and just upheave the contents of my stomach until there's nothing left. So yes, mark me down for whatever. And he's just gonna take a swig from the jug.
If you plan on upchucking later, you might want to keep that as water.
It's apple cider.
Water will help you throw up, though.
Too much water will make you sick.
Yes, it will. Learn that the hard way.
Fun fact, overhydrating is worse than dehydrating.
Yeah.
It feels like literal drowning.
Lily?
Yes.
What do you think we should do?
At this point, we're damned if we do, damned if we don't.
By the way, for this conversation, please feel free to discuss this above game if you want. This is your guys' free reign of this conversation.
This feels like a downstream versus upstream problem. Just like above game, like.
Yeah?
Yes,
Pretty much how I
exactly.
feel too.
Is that the official term?
Oh yeah.
So, here's my thinking on this matter. Yes, it sounds like a damned if you do, damned if you don't, but at the same time, what Future Flight is offering is help for them immediately and humanitarian help, access to Novellis. We might even, if we're lucky, cross Elrock off the board. I feel like the plan that she proposed to us has legitimately strong benefits if we go through with it for them in case things are still fucked for them when we leave.
Oh, absolutely.
Wait a minute.
It'll be a bit of a problem getting Elrock, but at least it'll knock him off their board.
Bear in mind too, Lily will have to be disguised through the entirety, because if Oz knows that Lily is alive,
Yeah, he's gonna want to pursue
Presume,
Yep.
peeling
Tear a
back the
hole in
curtain a
space.
little bit. Peeling back the curtain a
Uh-huh.
little bit. Presume that Oz already knows Lily is alive.
Because of his thing in the
Because
lob.
he's hunting
Magic.
y'all.
Like, I have an urge.
Wait a minute. We're entering Elrock's lair, yeah?
He
Yeah.
can do the bomb thing with people. Shit, we gotta watch out.
No. Think about it. We're entering his lair. What's the off chance we can find notes on his research and everything else?
The bomb people thing.
No. I think he's talking about the Immortal Orion dudes and Prime.
Yeah.
Ah.
Basically, a way to find a way to screw with the process, or at
Also-
the very
Mhm.
least, counter it, or find a way to start working on a counter.
You're right.
Also, if we're okay, so I actually, as Joe, I'm actually on board with this because of one reason only. If we do find the notes like Frost mentioned, he would probably be so organized. He would probably have them dated. We could probably have backtrack his research notes to not only help with locating his lab, but also disrupting it.
That. Wait, Joe, add one on.
Type
to
A
that.
working against you, bitch.
If we literally if we can do cross-referencing on that, we might actually be able to do a assassination mission on this motherfucker.
I'm about it, but I'm mostly just there for like a snatch and grab on Latchkey. That sounds simpler.
I want to throw this out there just as something to think about as a precaution.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever Elrock's doing, there's a 90% chance that Argomancy is involved, which also means that there's a chance that Argomancy and the corruptive nature of it might wind up in his notes.
Hence why maybe it would help us in the research of being able to create anti-Argomancy?
Well, I'm just
So
saying
learning
that,
about the counter also corrupts you.
Well,
yeah,
I mean, anti-argomancy is technically dispel magic and counterspell.
I will say
Well-
the aspect of creating a form of magic to completely combat another form of magic is a little silly.
It's just a shot in the dark.
It's there, like I get where you're coming from. I'm just saying that it's a little nonsensical and it's not gonna work the way you think it will. Your biggest defense is like Corvin / Joe said, counterspell and dispel magic.
I've
And
been
then of
saying it for
course
months.
things like greater restoration, lesser restoration even.
That would work.
Y'all have seen
Whoa.
greater restoration and other forms of that kind of magic have an effect on Argomancy before.
On top of that, I mean, above game speaking, Corvin did get his mind wiped of the Argomancy stuff, so
All that he knows about argomancy is the knowledge of argomancy corrupts.
So we use the notes, wipe our memories of the stuff, only to say, hey,
destroy these notes when we get a chance.
Okay, so here's the
There's-
thing, Frost. Here's the thing about that, Frost. Corvin doesn't know his memory got wiped.
There's also the very obvious thing of your learning information just to delete it.
I
Yeah,
mean,
that does kinda
computers
seem
run through
counterintuitive.
temporary.
Yeah, but that seems a little counterintuitive. Okay, of doing all this research just to wipe our memories of it and be like, huh, what's all this?
I mean,
Let's
Like a badly looping GIF.
let's table that because while it is a very good idea about the
Mhm.
notes, we are not sure that we would have access to them. We will absolutely keep an eye out for them, though.
We gotta get one thing, and that's the necklace. The
Yeah,
notes
we-
are another. They'd be nice. They'll be nice. We'll keep our eye out.
Yeah. We gotta get Latchkey. That's the first thing. And
kick
Fuck.
out Rock in the dick.
Exact. On our way out. Yes.
bonus.
Emphasis on kicking Elrock in the dick and shoving
Icing
that
on the
nerd's head-
cake.
and then shove that nerd's head in a fucking toilet like the fucking
Yes!
nerd he is. Swirly that bitch.
So it seems
This-
like you guys are leaning in the direction of pursuing this mission for the rebellion.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
we get to bust in A-Team style.
As
I
Corvin,
think-
no. As Joe, give.
I think we're in the camp to help them out with this. River.
I think it would be in the best interest to help.
Okay, I think that's the party.
Okay. So what do you guys do now that you have made a decision? Seemingly made a decision.
Use Skywrite to say Marissa's a cunt. No.
I could just send her a message directly to say
Would that work in this plane? That'd be funny.
I
5%
lived, bitch.
there would be a 5% chance of it not working.
I mean, that's also admittedly a great way to get a nosebleed.
Worth
Yeah.
it. Worth it.
Prime has little dick energy.
But I think getting back into character,
Yes, yes.
it sounds like we're all willing to go with this plan to get Latchkey. Yeah?
Mostly, but it seems I'm outvoted.
Corvin, I appreciate that you want to go alone. And I appreciate that you want to keep the rebels from, sacking your home. But what else do you really want here? We're not going to let you go in by yourself.
If it helps the party, I will go with whatever. It's just, I had to get that out there because we've heard way too many times of people thinking to attack or contemplating anything like that, and then what happens next? I don't care if it's 10 years in the future or 100 years in the future. I don't want to see other innocents die. Triply sure for my people.
Yeah, I imagine it must suck. I wasn't here to see my people die. As she looks around.
And if you were put in the exact same situation, you'd be saying the exact same thing.
Not by myself!
Perhaps I'm braver than you are, he says with a little smile.
I don't think it's bravery.
There's another word for stupid. She says smiling back. like giving like a
Bravery?
light punch on the shoulder.
You don't think it's bravery?
Going in alone?
I'm sorry, what, Lily?
Going in alone. It's not being brave.
I said I was going with you. Just putting all options on the table.
May I offer you a bit of wisdom, Corbin?
Sure.
This should be good.
Romanov?
I almost said Roganov.
Good
Roganov.
start. Good fucking start.
I almost said. I don't know why I had beef.
A
Stroganoff on
wisdom
my
for
fucking
you.
I am
brain.
highly anticipating this. This wisdom.
Fucking Roganov, Ravon's son in the future.
No.
When
Wisdom for you.
Rovan makes
Be
a,
too school
a
for
beef
cool.
pasta dish, beat
Wait,
Rovanov.
God damn it. Okay. hold
Well,
on.
it would be a little. It would taste a little gamey since Kieran's the mom.
Anyway,
Yo.
I'm going to fuck my
Dart,
fucking
you did that!
planet.
No!
All right.
Dart!
Hey.
You did that!
Hey.
I
Anyway,
hate it. I can already hear certain members in chat having a snirk.
I hated you.
anyway, Ravon,
Hand,
please.
putting a hand gently
No!
on Corvin's fucking shoulder.
If you are going to do something, if you ever attempt to do something alone, don't do the fucking stupid things that I did.
Like fight a bear butt naked, drunk off of vodka?
That sounds very specific.
Like make a
Ex-
pact with his father. She says, kind of shoving you with her arm.
That. Don't do that stupid shit. And especially don't do it when you make an oath on a river that has unbreakable oaths.
You realize I don't make promises lightly, right?
Is that a promises problem or a dad problem?
Yes.
Yes.
Fair.
Just don't follow my train of thought, okay?
Don't do what Ravon would
Don't
do.
do what
What
I
would Ravon do? Do the opposite.
Yes.
To be fair, I was raised not to take deals lightly.
To be fair.
Alright. I just want you to understand the gravity of the situation. On top of, don't think like me.
I'm already.
And he will hug Corvin and go, oh,
Don't
Ah.
think like me.
do not think like me. This is
I'm
the
al-
best wisdom I can give to you.
Think
I'm al-
taller than me. No, better than me.
I'm already 10 miles ahead of you. Okay. Okay.
No, you're not. You're actually right here in my bed.
Anyway, shall we get split?
there's this urge to say, but I'm right here.
Do it.
No. Yeah, let's go get me.
Doesn't that feel weird to say?
It does. I don't know how it feels for everyone else. I mean, it sucks, but this
I
is like an
wouldn't know.
extra. Never mind.
Real quick, if you guys are going to retrieve Otherflit, are all of you going or is just one of you going?
Is she. If we open the door and like poke our heads out, is she like outside of it or?
She leaning against the door.
No. You recall she said she was going to go talk to her people.
Oh yeah. She could have come back.
We should probably just go as a group, honestly. Solidarity.
Have a free round of apple cider before we go on the suicide mission.
Takes a big ass swig. 2 even.
Okay. You all go and you hunt down FF, who seems to be in the middle of a rather private discussion with future Diana FD and future Reno FR.
Fur.
Fur.
Food, fur, and foof.
Final Fantasy, Final Destination for real.
So if we would give Reno the classification future timed Reno, would he be FTR?
I knew somebody was gonna fucking say it.
It
I
had to
I
be
knew
me.
someone was gonna
It
say it because
had to
I
be
was
me.
thinking it.
It had to be me. Let's be fair.
This is my
Son
big
of a
stick.
bitch.
Reno is gonna fight like a 6-year-old girl.
Yes.
Good pull.
Damn.
Now I am not no brain surgeon, but
Now,
Anyways.
the three of them sort of notice your group approach, and FF turns to you. Hi. Did you all come to a decision?
nudges Arflet.
Yeah, that thing you discussed with us, me, I think we're gonna go with that. We'll help and retrieve Latchkey.
Corey cracks your knuckles.
You see, there's a bit of a sigh of relief from FF. All right. Thank you. This will be of great help to us. And I will keep up my end. So, with that being said, we can discuss the finer portions of this plan tomorrow. We've got your chamber set up, if you all wish for some rest. Or if you want, you can feel free to explore the compound to your heart's content and maybe even come across a few familiar faces. Choice is yours, but we'll discuss everything else in the morning. Or what constitutes as morning down here.
That sounds like a plan.
Here, I'll show you to your quarters, so that way if you want to settle down now, you can, or at least that way you know where they are in case you want to explore. And she will do just that. She will show you all to what appears to be a bit of a private room, which it looks like this room was used primarily for other purposes to which you're not entirely able to deduce. There's kind of a mix of things in here. There's like a few supply crates in here, but there's also what looks like an area where somebody might have been working some time ago. You're not entirely sure, but there are a few cots that seem to have been set for your group. It's not super comfortable, but it will do.
What's gonna look to the rest of the group? I'm a little tired, but I can't help but feel like I feel like looking for some of our friends.
I'm going to lay low here for a little bit, if you don't mind.
If I go anywhere, I'll give someone a panic attack.
I'll go with
Really?
you. Diana, I will say to you, Corey. We want to find Tantan, don't we?
Yeah, that'd be nice. I would
Really?
like a scarf though. She'll like to start looking around.
Are
Yeah,
you
just
a druid?
take this take this blanket. I'm not going to be needing it tonight.
Above game, literally wild shape. Hello?
I want to be an animal when I find Tauntaun. I just want to walk around.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Corey's gonna turn into a crab. She's gonna roll nat one on stealth. It's gonna be in that. It's gonna
Fight
turn
me,
into that-
Tauntaun! Snap, snap.
It's
snap,
gonna be
snap.
that Instagram that she sent me this morning.
Tauntaun just feels a presence behind you. She's like, what?
Menacing.
Crab? And it's just pins.
Oh, hey, that crowd's blue. Wait.
Wait.
Puts on the.
It's a shiny
investigator hat.
crabby.
Corey the crab!
Get it!
But
Shiny Krabby is yellow. Never mind.
Damn it.
Flit is going to look to Lily. You've been awfully quiet.
I think it's better if I lay low too. I don't need to draw attention.
Don't you have like a thing that helps with that?
You have to attune to the Hat of Disguise in order to use it.
Correct.
Understood.
Oh, right.
Yeah, Lily's no longer
Dandelion's
attuned to the
too.
hat.
I forgot Dandelion has 2 attunement slots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's because it's technically 2 items. It's
Yeah.
the sword and then the opal, which each do their own separate
Yeah.
things. It's 2 attunement slots for additional shit. Because you get benefits from attuning to each thing separately, and then extra benefits for attuning to them together.
Wait! Hold up!
Hi.
I just thought of something.
Collab-
Collaborate and listen?
I'm holding.
Steaming
Shut
is still up.
Oh, yeah. It's 8 hours. It's
Oh, that is a good point.
Okay,
So-
but future Flit would have fucking seen right through it, though.
Yeah, but the point is that the 2 members of our party, or 3 members of our party, that want to go out but are concerned about being recognized.
Oh, yeah, they look different.
Yep.
Wait, what?
You
So-
The cats were terrorizing the carpet again. I had to stop them.
You're disguised as a human lady.
Yay!
Yeah, you both are disguised.
Because-
You could absolutely head on out.
Because seeming is still up.
Woohoo! I forgot all about that. Fuck.
I did
I
as well.
forgot
Good
about
call,
that.
CJ.
I knew Flit. I thought just Flit did it to herself. That's why I got.
Well, no, Flit did Ultra Self to herself to turn into a tiefling. Except Corbin technically did use seeming on her to give her a mustache.
So I was a tiefling with a mustache.
Ah, yes. Dapper. Regal,
Quite.
even.
Indubitably.
Gracious.
say.
But
Idioms aside.
anyways, so I mean, if you're worried about the disguise, we can work around that.
I'll tag along.
What?
Yeah, one more time, your mic kind of scrunkled.
God, what is up with my microphone today?
Mike, quit being a dick.
Yeah, Mike.
God, Mike.
Because my room
Yeah,
is so
all
filthy.
viewers named Mike out there. Look
Yeah,
at you.
y'all suck.
Yeah.
You were
No.
saying, River?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't mind tagging along. If I mean, I wouldn't know what else to do.
As in
Yeah.
me and Diana?
I think just with the group in general.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Will.
Okay. So my question is, I guess, for this, is anyone just kind of staying and hanging out for the rest of the night?
Corbin's staying in the bunk.
Staying in the bunk. Okay. And everyone else is going out to explore?
I think that's the plan.
Okay.
Oh, what's Ravon doing?
Drinking.
Drinking. Because, on top of that, I don't think anybody wants to see my face.
Yeah, seeming.
You look like it. Remember, you look like the PC Master Race guy.
Mm.
Like you have blonde, like golden blonde locks right
Oh,
now.
that's right. We made you Elliot from Stardew. We need
Oh,
your Fabio,
fuck
remember?
Oh fuck yeah, you're right.
I
Actually,
wish to
hold up.
upgrade my graphics card to the 4D series.
I love
I like
Elliot.
riding in a locally
I
sourced
adore
cafe by the
Elliot.
beachside.
I didn't think about that. Holy shit, Elliot.
Elliot and
Taste.
Harvey.
Elliot and Sam. A.
Let's go, Leah!
Yeah,
I
Leah.
don't remember. I don't
Leah's
remember
great.
Leah.
That's the ginger artist, right?
Yes.
Yes, I adore her.
Who was the
Aw.
one in the overalls?
Leah.
Wait, there's
Yeah.
also the science girl, Maru, right?
Does Mario
Isn't
have
she in overalls?
To be fair, it's a farm town. I think a number of people
Everyone's
have
in
overalls. Yeah.
overalls. We're fine. We're...
Overalls are the
Ag
Gucci
people,
belts
my
of the farming
dude.
community.
Anyways.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maru. That was the one I liked.
Ah.
For no reason in particular, right, Joe?
You know my type.
Bro,
Anyways.
I support it. So, let me go ahead and change our music. Let me see. You all begin to sort of spread out and explore the Anima Sanctum a little bit, seeing who all you can sort of come across, any familiar faces. Anyone want to volunteer, or should I just pick someone?
I kind of like the fun of you rolling, I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
Same though.
RNGesus. Take the wheel!
The wheel says you!
What?
Yep. So, you and Diana begin kind of looking around for Taneri. Based on what your ally said, your friend said, you know that she's here somewhere. You're not entirely sure where. Corey, go ahead and make me a perception check. I'll even give you advantage because you're familiar with the Sanctum.
Also, that's my friend. I knew her mom.
Also true.
That was my old push talk button. Sorry. 21. 21. It's hitting the wrong keybind.
As you guys are sort of walking around, you're looking around. I made the point earlier in the session of everyone kind of giving you guys looks, considering, you know, who you people are. But with seeming's weird because I know how we want to do this. So I am, if it's okay with y'all, I'm going to say that seeming is allowing you guys to sort of shroud yourselves in a way that keeps you from being perceived by those you don't want to perceive you, but that you still look like yourselves for the sake of roleplay with these characters. Does that sound reasonable?
Yeah.
I was just willing to divulge stupid tales to Taneri to prove that it's me.
Maybe I'll allow it. Smile.
Maybe.
Maybe you'll still have you do that.
Hey, Tauntaun, remember when you were hitting on that jock? Yeah, him.
Remember when I
Yeah.
broke that guy's nose?
Deserved it.
Corey, you kind of begin, as you move into another one of the buildings, you notice that this seems to be the library. You spend a number of hours here in your time at the Anima Sanctum, and as you two are sort of looking, you know that Tauntaun likes books. You know that she was in charge of the Arcana. Well, how do I describe this? Sort of the, we'll say Arcana aspects of, or record-keeping aspects of Haven. So this would make sense that this is where she would be. And as you're looking, you notice not only familiar fire genasi child. You see probably about Nexus's age. About 8, 9 years old? No. A bit closer to 10 or 11 perhaps. Who pull a book off of a shelf and start running over to a sort of stout, voluptuous water genasi. This water genasi you recognize as Tauntaun. The child, though, they seem incredibly familiar. Go ahead and make me an insight check.
Nat 20.
How fucking appropriate. It hits you like a truck.
They had a kid.
Corey, this is Maui.
Wait, it's a child? Is that like a tween?
He's about 10 to 11 now. Oh wait, it's been 10 years. I fucking did my math wrong. So he'd be like 15, 16.
Oh
my
that's
God!
rough.
Is he gangly with like the I think it has to like version of like Peach Fuzz?
He looks like a nerd.
Okay, I have
He
to ask.
is my brother!
Okay, I have to ask for my own mental mind palace. Is he as tall as his dad?
No, but he actually is quite tall. He's actually not too far from your height, Corey.
He really is my bro. That's my brother.
Look at his little fire genasi stubble. And you see that there's like this very low set of hair on his face that sort of like sparkles when he turns his head a certain way because of the fire.
He's
He has little
adorable!
He has little embers on his chin.
Yeah.
It's adorable!
I found the book you were looking for, Miss Taneri. Oh, thank you so much, Maui. Let's see. And Taneri opens up the book that was brought to them and starts flipping through the pages. And as that they are doing this, Maui seems to look in your general direction, Corey.
Oh shit. Oh shit.
What do you do? What do you do? What do you do?
Okay, she's not gonna scream. She's gonna have shaking her slight werewolf.
Yeah? That was almost English.
Do you look good for your age, Maui? Good to see you, Tauntaun.
Corey? Sis? Taneri at this point looks at you and goes, "Oh my fucking gods." And you see Maui basically charges you and hugs the absolute
Good,
shit out of you.
good, because Corey was just about to. Can we have a strength off? I want to see how, like...
What's
No,
your
it's
strength?
okay. 1.
Okay, yeah, we'll have to roll then. Go ahead and roll me a... Yeah, that's fine. Sure,
10!
sure. You're fucking joking. He also got a 10.
Again!
It is a hug. A normal hug.
I just want to see if we, like, bashed, like, our heads together or something. We're just like, what the like, in the middle of this, like, really quiet library, you just hear, like, a football tackle, like, meet up, like a clutch.
Yeah. At this
I was
point...
trying to make sure it wasn't one of those. That would have been really funny.
never thought I'd see you again.
Why am I always missing bits of your life?
At this point, Taneri comes over. I am really confused.
I am too, but the important thing is we're gonna fix things. I think we're gonna do our damnedest for everyone. I'm tired of missing you, Maui. I want to see you grow up. I want to see you and Tori get married, Tauntaun.
Do you mean Ludric? Above game?
Yeah, sorry. Yes, Ludwig. I want to see you and Ludwig get married.
God, girl, come here. And Tauntaun will also pull you into a big hug. I don't care if this is an illusion from exhaustion. I don't care.
This is the best dream or illusion if it is. Because this whole time has been a fucking nightmare.
As the hug sort of continues on and eventually ends and everyone sort of separates, Taneri looks at you and goes, so, explain this to me, kind of gesturing at you and Diana, because I can tell that you're not... Is this like a prank? Like...
You think with all of the power and magic that the king's guard dog bitch has, she would do a prank on you?
Yeah, no, that's definitely you. What happened? You look...
Well, right now, it wouldn't be wise to walk around, you know, as normal, because, you know, I'm currently associated with evil. I'm the last face you're wanting to see here.
She's gonna make an Arcana check. Oh my god. Holy shit. That's a nat 20.
Hey.
You're not my Kore. I'd heard the mutterings,
Your core
but I didn't quite understand it.
Your core is very much leashed somewhere. But
You're
I'm
Maui
hoping
give
that...
off a very quiet... Oh.
I'm so sorry. That this is what's been the outcome.
That's okay.
This is... We think you're our future. We're gonna try and go back. But we gotta do something here to do that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, that makes
Things are-
sense.
I think we're in a better position than your Corey was when things happened. We're hoping to rewrite that.
Thank you. I just want my sister back, man.
I want to enjoy having a brother.
You see, he kind of like wipes his eyes a little bit.
Corey wipes her eyes because she's been doing just like the chopper cry for a while.
Oh, I want Chopper cry Corey art.
So much One Piece ugly crying.
Did I say
I mean, we
Chopper?
already
I meant Chopper.
I mean, we already have Art of Punk doing that. So
That's true. Just put him.
Paint the hair
just
blue.
turn her blue. That's Corey.
Skin blue, hair white, done. Well,
Yeah.
not white, but like light blue. Yeah.
Yeah,
done.
yeah. Well, if you're here, is there anything we can do to help you?
Just give me another hug.
I can do that. The two of you embrace again. And if it's okay with you, Corey, I think we're good to move on from there.
Yeah.
Okay. Up next. Lily.
Yes.
Lily, you unsure of who to really look for. You kind of just begin to wander, kind of keeping your head down a little bit, not really trying to stick out. And eventually you kind of make your way back to the main building, where you see that a lot of the training is sort of wound down for the day. A lot of the weapons that were being used have a lot of the training weapons that were being used have been sort of been put back up for the night, the quote unquote night, whatever constitutes as night in this place. And you kind of begin to wander. Eventually you find your way over towards what you determine to be an armory. You can see that it is very, very well organized. Go ahead and make me an insight check with advantage.
My roll 20's been laggy today. Said insight?
Insight with advantage. Good shit. Again,
Not 20.
thematic. You can tell that this was done by a professional. Not just a professional, but somebody with military experience. And as you're sort of looking around, sort of combing through things, you hear the sound of dropped metal behind you. I don't know if anyone has the falling pipe sound. But it sounds like you hear the clatter of metal behind you as if somebody has just dropped a collection of metal. It gets the jump on you a little bit, and you sort of turn around instinctually, and you're surprised to see a slightly older, which in terms of how they age is not a whole lot, but very familiar, shorter hair, Rose Briar. Lily?
Mom?
Lily? She runs up to you and gives you a hug.
You told me you didn't get away from Oz.
Well, that's the official story anyway. I technically didn't. And she pulls up her shirt, and you can see there is a massive scar down her torso. It's taken a lot of healing. And I won't ever quite get to fight the way that I did, but I'm alive.
There's a lot to this. As you can tell, not that I look much younger, but
No, I've heard the mutterings. Gods. I didn't expect to see you again.
we're gonna make sure that this doesn't happen. Whatever it takes. It may take some time, but we're gonna make sure things get set right.
I know, dear. And then she kind of, holding your hand, she kind of looks down and she notices Dandelion at your hip. I see you still have my sword.
She never leaves my side.
Let me show you something.
Lily will grab Dandelion.
Your mom will go over to an area sort of near the back of the armory, and you see what looks like a box, a case for a sword. A familiar box. The one that you originally got Dandelion from. She opens it, and inside you see a charred, black, heavily withered, almost as if it has gone through eons, generations of aging. A malnourished Dandelion. We were able to get it back, but it's not anything now. Just a hilt.
How did that happen?
Not entirely sure. Oz stole the opal and did something to it. It corrupted the sword. I don't know if he still has the opal or if he destroyed it, but I haven't seen it since. This is all I have left. And as you're looking at it, Lily, you see almost like a vein, another wisp of necrosis come over the hilt of Dandelion. And as your mom sees this too, she quickly shuts the lid of the case. I'm able to preserve it inside the box, but haven't been able to reverse what he's done to it.
Maybe finding the opal or getting the opal back will reverse what's happened.
That's what I've been thinking, but, well, I'm not exactly up to snuff to tangle with Oz anymore. So, I spend most of my time here, making sure that those who do fight, and she kind of gestures around to all the weapons and supplies around you, making sure that everyone who can fight is well armed, making sure everything is well stocked, and working close with Sindri to make sure that everything is tuned and refined properly.
I'm just glad you're safe.
I'm glad you're back. I'm sorry, though. I couldn't save Genia. I tried so hard. I was too late.
Tears kind of fall down Lily's face. I thought that was the case. I didn't think Oz was gonna leave her alive.
But there's still a chance. You still have the chance to go back and stop all this from happening.
And we plan to.
I know you'll do your best. She gives you a hug. You two sort of embrace for a few moments. And if it's okay with you, I think we're going to move on to the next person.
Yeah, now that you've made me cry again.
You're welcome.
You two, high five.
That's the name of the game.
Number one trauma inducer, let's go.
I didn't expect to get you both back to back. That was pretty funny.
I tell ya, I like the dice, man.
Yeah. All right. Up next. I meant to set my dice down, but instead I fucking threw it.
That seems like a very, like, wide gap from oops, accidentally.
Well, I didn't like throw it across the room, but like it slipped out of my hand as I was setting it back down, so I kind of like threw it down at my dice tray.
Ah.
Stay down.
Yeah. Ah! I spiked it. Ravon.
Hello.
You begin kind of moving around. It's my dog! Sorry.
The boy!
You find a dog!
I love this thing and I will hug it and pet it and love it forever. You want some apple cider?
It bites you.
Ow.
But you begin moving around, and is there anyone? I guess I should ask: is there anyone in particular you're looking for, or are you just kind of exploring right now?
Just exploring.
Okay. You continue on, and you eventually find your way to the medical wing, where you could see that there are a lot of people recovering from injuries. Some new, some old. And as you're kind of looking over the injured and maybe even doing a bit to sort of assist with their injuries, you catch a glance. Yeah, I hear you, Nug. I'm getting to it, Nug. Shut up. Sorry, my dog just went. You catch the visage of a young woman with very distinct rabbit ears. Her back is to you. She doesn't seem to have seen you yet. But you know who this is.
There is a... You know how the feeling of your stomach is when it, like, practically
Decides to jump off like a skyscraper.
Yep. Where your heart drops.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Ravon's feeling it.
Thank you, Nug.
Bless the dog.
What do you do? Do you do anything?
Ravon kind of gives it a thought. Thinks about what this current timeline's version of him is. And he realizes he's basically got one chance, and to not fuck it up. He will go up, and he will give a tap on the shoulder.
As you approach this woman, you see that they have sat down. Excuse you! Sorry, he was licking my toes. And I was trying to do the polite thing of like just moving my foot away, and he'd be like, "Oh, your toes are over here now." Blah, 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 blah.
He trying to give you the limb.
He do be trying to fucking eat my toes. Schlorp. But as you begin moving over to this familiar woman, you see the patient that she has kind of come over to and started treating. And you're taken a bit back when you see Garrett Thornhill unconscious in one of these beds.
Oh, that hurts even more.
Yeah.
He will still keep going,
But he's gonna be respectful and kind of be off to the side.
Okay. You still tap on her shoulder?
Yes.
You tap on... Do you say anything when you tap on her shoulder? Or do you just tap?
Just tap.
You tap and this woman turns to face you, and the familiar face of Kieran Carlisle, a little older, more mature, turns to you and instinctually feeling a tap on the shoulder begins to utter, "Yes, can I... Ravon?"
Hey, kid.
What are you... I'm, Hi.
I'm sorry to bother you. Is he alright?
You see she sort of takes a breath. You'll have to forgive me. I was warned that I might see you, and I thought I was prepared. I very clearly was not. And you see she sort of sniffles a little bit, kind of does a quick rub of the eye.
No one ever is.
Mr. Thornhill has been in a coma for a long time now. He was the only one of the only guard members to survive the Great Conflagration. But fortunately for him, he still hasn't woken up.
How bad was it?
About as bad as you can imagine. We're doing what we can, but he's given us no signs of waking up anytime soon.
Any response to magic?
We tried certain things, but we're worried about going any further. Anything further requires significant resources, and if that weren't to work well, then I've argued about taking that risk. We need him in this fight. But I've been outvoted.
Anything I could do to help? He kind of just puts out a hand, lets it glow a little bit. I don't know if maybe a form of lesser restoration or, you know, divinely laying hands could help.
You're sweet to offer, but unless you had the extra material component for greater restoration, I'm not sure that there's much else we can do. Resources are very limited, and we don't want to use what we know won't work. Or if we're unsure if it will work or not.
Still worth a try.
You gonna try anyway?
Is this in game or above game?
Above game. Are you going to try anyway?
He's willing to take a crack.
Okay. Go ahead and throw up lay on hands for me.
You got it, Chief.
Or whatever you want to use, frankly.
You know what? I got a crazy idea I want to ask you.
Okay.
If I were to use Lesser Restoration and pour in some Lay on Hands, would there be a theoretical chance of increasing its effect?
I would say no. It is a good idea, but I'd say in this circumstance, it would not yield the result you seek.
That's a fair enough thing.
You'd still do it if you want, but I'm just giving you a warning ahead of time.
If that's the case, I won't use the Lay on Hands, but I'll willingly burn a second level spell slot. And I'll kind of look to Kieran and ask her
If there's anything you can try on it, yeah. While I'm doing this, feel free to jump in. I'm not
Sure.
really much of a healer, but it's something.
Sure. And as the two of you begin to work in tandem on Garrett, I believe that we are good to cut away from there, if that is all right.
money.
Flint,
That me.
that do be you. Flint, my first question is, considering you saw them earlier, are you seeking out Skrit and Phylete, or are you kind of just exploring right now?
I think she would still want to connect with them.
Okay. You begin searching for them, and you actually do find them in the same location that you saw them before. There's like, in the corner, there's almost like an alchemy hub. That wasn't, you could very well tell it's sort of ramshackle. It wasn't there to begin with, but it is there now. And you see them sort of, not slaving is not the word, but ecstatically working over an alchemy bench and a cauldron. And Phylete now, being a younger child, now looks older, about the same age as Maui did, about 15 to 16 roughly. And Skrit, you can determine Skrit is the equivalent of what would be a perhaps late 20s individual. As you approach, they both look up at you. "Hi, Flit," says Skrit. And then they kind of take a closer look at you and go, "Oh, you're... Oh.
I mean, it's still right.
Hi. This is a little weird."
I think this whole situation is pretty weird. But, I mean, when we came in, there was just everything was going wrong. Everything was terrible, and I guess I'm just glad that you're doing your best. No?
Thank you. We're trying to be useful where we can. Filey will speak up. We've taken the steps in trying to be alchemists, brewing healing potions and things for people for when they leave.
Oh, that's actually a really good idea. Good on you.
Skrit will speak up. Materials are hard to come across. Most of our stuff is grown here, but obviously there's only so much space and so much access to materials. But we're doing our best. Right? Right, Fi? Yeah.
I'm glad you still have each other. And
It was really close there. Really touch and go for a few moments. We haven't been back out since we got here.
I don't blame you. Here, while we talk, you're making potions right now?
Yes,
May I assist?
that'd be great, actually.
Flit is going to go over and help, imparting the knowledge that she picked up earlier.
Correct. Flit, you take to this like an expert. They were already doing quite well based on what you are seeing, but the three of you working in tandem, you start pumping out potions. You essentially make a Costco like pallet batch of healing potions for the rebellion. Not only with your skills, but with the materials that you yourself are able to provide.
There. That'll get everyone going for a little bit at least.
This has helped a lot of people, Flit. Thank you.
No, thank you. I can't imagine what future me has gone through or is going through. But no, I don't know how life has been for you. I can guess, but I just want you to know that I'm proud of you both. What you're doing, what you've grown into, and where you are.
Thank you. Our Flit has had it probably the roughest of everyone here. They've had to stay and watch while people they love, respect, get hurt every single day. And that's not even to mention the people that they had to watch helplessly as they passed. As they were hunted down. It's been terrible. It's been so terrible. She doesn't deserve that.
No. No, she doesn't. I'm honestly surprised that I could even grow to be someone like that. She's done so much, kept everything going. I was called a bleeding heart earlier. I guess I'm amazed that she still has blood to give.
She's given all she can. And then some.
Then again, thank you for being there for her as well. I don't know how much she could keep this up, but I know that she appreciates you, everything you do, and even if she doesn't have the time to say it, I know she means every ounce of gratitude.
Thank you, Flit. And the two of them will hug you.
I'll go in for a big hug with them.
As the three of you embrace, we're going to cut away, if that is alright.
Absolutely.
Corvin, you are hanging out in your, we'll call it dorm for now. What are you doing? Are you just kind of hanging out? Or are you actually doing stuff?
He is plucking away on the mandolin, mostly to try to center himself and kind of get himself into a clearer state of mind. He's had a day.
Mm-hmm. As you are sitting there and sort of taking this moment to yourself, you hear at the door.
Come on in.
The door opens, and from the other side, well, that is a very familiar sound that I have truly missed. And entering appears to be Arxis. Arxis, a little bit older. The most defining change about them that you can see, one of their horns seems to have been broken about halfway towards the base.
How, in all of the gods' favors, have you gotten better with age?
Oh dear, the gods had no influence on this. And they sort of gesture, and there's a bit of magical flourish.
Corbin will definitely get up and kind of give him a hug. You have no idea how nice it is to finally see you.
I have to admit, I thought that this rumor of versions of you from the past was, well, I thought it was silly, frankly, but, theatrics aside, it is good to see you, friend.
As it is for you, I can't possibly imagine everything that you have been through this past decade.
Surely hasn't been easy. I've given what I can to the cause. Rebellion doesn't exactly, it's not something I exactly had on my bucket list, but I owe you and your friends a great deal. That and, well, I didn't want to be hunted down like the others. You understand.
For sure, but at the very least the cause is noble, despite certain opinions.
Yes, that's why I try to keep my head outside of the politics of things. Not everyone shares the same opinions. They're making best with what they can, but every day it gets harder and harder. I was hoping with you and your friends here, perhaps I can get turned around a little bit.
I have to ask, have you been able to keep in contact with I guess, anybody outside of the sanctum.
Very few. Or at least, very few that were affiliated with us. With you. There are a number of us still out there in hiding or trying to make themselves of use to the regime, even if they're secretly against it. Your beloved, for example.
I was just about to ask. Adam made mention of her current position with Marissa. I was curious to see if you knew anything about it.
Hara now works as Marissa's enforcer. She works begrudgingly as such, but she's the muscle behind Marissa's operations. There needs to be a shakedown, she's the one to do it. If there needs to be, if a politician needs to be found dead in their sleep, well, she's the one to plant the pill.
Such a position is unbecoming of her. Under someone's boots like that.
She would agree. But she does it in the hope that one day she can get a shot at saving you, as well as getting back at Auntie Dearest. It's not a favorable position, but she's trying to do what she can.
Like he definitely does have like this like forlorn look on his face before kind of trying to bounce back a little bit. And that's why we are here, to save everything. I'm sorry, I can't fake that energy right now.
Dear, you and your friends have been through a lot. You don't need to hide your feelings from me. Trust me.
You'd be surprised.
Would I, though? Would I? He says with a little dramatic flair.
Okay, darling, you get one of those. I do appreciate this. I just need a few moments away from people.
Of course, of
No
course.
offense.
And I didn't come here to bother you. Truthfully, I mainly came to say hello and, well, to bring you and your friends something.
Oh,
I know where you're going. I know how dangerous it can potentially be. So take
I'm
this
going
with
to
you.
I will treat Ella like my own person as nerd. As he kind of like reaches his hands out.
He reaches inside his sleeve and, like a street magician, pulls out an apple. But not just any apple. A golden apple. Reflective from the light in this chamber. He hands it to you.
Corbin will take it and inspect it. Could I tell what this is?
Make me an Arcana check.
Arcana.
Arcana or History? Choice is yours.
Arcana's much better. 24.
You have heard stories of enchanted fruit from Zandaria that were often sought as powerful healing utensils. utensils, healing tools. Corvin,
Yes.
the golden apple that you just received. Eating this apple immediately grants a short rest. It's an action to eat it. You get just the one usage, but anyone who eats it immediately is granted a short rest.
Who would benefit the most? That's the question. He'll wrap it up in some cloth from his bag, and he'll kind of like hide it inside of one of his coat pockets.
I'm afraid I have just the one, but I feel with what you all are about to do, I feel that you all could use it.
I do appreciate this, and I cannot imagine the trouble you went through just to, well, either make or retrieve it.
I'm sorry. Did I say a short rest?
Yes.
It's a long rest. I apologize. I just looked back over it and I realized that I said short rest. No, eating the apple immediately grants the one who ate it a long rest.
Oh. Yeah, okay, no, I'm keeping that for myself then.
It is a one-time use long rest.
Yeah, okay.
It is an action to eat. And if you were to use it in combat, eating the apple does take a whole turn.
Okie dokie.
Or it
hell-
uses up the rest of your turn, I should say.
Oh man, I completely forgot about this thing. As Corbin's rummaging through his coat pockets,
Huh?
he will stumble across Adam's pocket watch that was handed to him, and like he'll actually kind of like procure it and kind of show it to Arxis. Arxis, Adam made mention of this being about being a key to get to them. Could you do something with this?
Oh, that old thing? I'm afraid that You didn't hear from me, but I actually swiped that from him some time ago because I got curious and I couldn't make heads or tails of it. I'm terribly sorry.
No, that's okay. It was a curiosity that I'm glad was satisfied.
Adam, did he die on his terms, at least?
Yes, if the sounds of it all ought to be correct. Went out in a blaze of glory.
Good. That means he won't be back to haunt us then.
If he doesn't come back, the other method.
I try not to speak ill of the dead, but I get worried whenever one of our own dies. I get nervous that they come back as, well, a spy. Someone who can tell the Hellfire Assembly where we really are, or can be used against us. That's why we try to do as little actual combat as possible, making our jobs even that much harder.
A dead body definitely would have nothing to hide. Let's try not to think about that, and
Of course, of course. Well, again, I just wanted to come by, give you my regards, and give you this wonderful little gift that I hope you'll make plenty of use of.
This could definitely save us in a pinch.
That is
Apologies
its
for not.
purpose.
Apologies for not being on my guards right now. I have a lot to think about.
Oh, do not worry. I will leave you to your own devices and bid you a good night.
He'll give him
And-
another hug and then just kind of a small little 90-degree bow for him and just go back to his cot.
And be careful tomorrow. None of us know what a rock slayer really holds.
You can trust me to be careful.
Can I, though?
That's-
He
well,
gives
that's
you a
your
wink.
decision. He'll return the wink. Well, that's your decision.
Have a good one. And he will abscond.
Corbin will go back to his cot, just kind of sitting down, cross-legged. Continue plucking away at the mandolin. He is just everything that's been kind of going on today is just kind of running through his mind, and I need to double check something. I do have enough. He kind of gets a moment to. He thinks about Aura for a bit longer than he would probably like to, and he'll actually send out a message to her.
Okay. First thing I will need is that I will need that D100 for sending. Okay.
We're good.
Yeah, you're good.
The answer to everything.
True. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, Kappa.
Wow.
What is the message that you send out to her?
I had something and then I lost it.
Was that something 25 words or less?
Yes. Something along the lines of, though we may be in a corridor of darkness, there is light at the end. And it's that.
You send that message out, and the response you get is, I was told that there was another version of you out here. Thank you for reaching out.
He will send one more. That just says, I love you.
And are you, Mr. Alakir?
He, kinda sit back a moment. Have a small mischievous smile to him. Sending out one more message. I'm just going to preemptively do this. Awesome. This is probably not going to work, but he's going to try and send a message to Marissa.
Okay.
let's stir the pot.
Okay.
Because
Dear God.
he is going to send a message to her saying, "Who is truly in your trophy case?" Sorry, no. That sounds absolutely stupid. I wonder which one of us is truly the trophy. The one currently looking at you now, or this other version that you heard of?
There is a pause. I look very forward to making your acquaintance, Mr. Alakia. We have so much to catch up on.
One more message.
Okay.
I'm standing right there. You could always talk to me then. So one more little blip.
Are you just trying to fuck with her, make her think that you are in fact there staring at her?
The intention is that I'm the trophy.
Oh, okay.
The one in the case.
Yes, the one of the case.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So yeah, you see, sending. He'll send a message out.
I'm trying to think of how she would respond. Because I'm trying to think, because I know.
Listen, I'm making you think of a response. That's
You
a
are.
win for me.
You are.
It's not often I can put you on the back foot for a change.
Sichi, shut up. You get a response
Neither
back.
that mole's cancerous, haha.
You get a message back, Corbin. Dick, but, boobs. The response you get back is, then I'll make sure you stay right by my side.
Mischief has been
Chaos has
had.
been sown.
Well, what little disruption he can do.
I'm
yeah,
making
he's
note
going-
of this. I hope you know that. Smile. Tart smile.
Good. Listen, if worst comes to worst, she'll kill him.
Yeah. Maybe.
Make my job easier. Anyway.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, that'll be the night. When everyone else is kind of turning in, Corbin will go into a trance on his cot.
Okay. Does anyone else have any final matters they want to attend to? Going once? Going twice? Okay. After a very long day of pain, emotion, and then heartfelt interactions with people close to you, you all bed down for a long rest. And that is where we are going to end for tonight.
Oh,
You guys have a
Hooray.
week to strategize about this thing you are about to do, or if there's something else you would prefer to do, such as burning down Marissa's house. You're welcome to
just
discuss that
saying,
as well.
We have dynamite. We have alchemist fire. We can we have earthquakes. We can
I've
just
got cone of
demolition the
cold,
entire
wall
house.
of fire, tidal wave, spike growth, heat metal. That house is coming down.
You guys have
have a
a
whole lot of
week to
mystery
discuss
potions.
what you want to do and to prepare yourselves for
Thunder wave, your windows are
for
gone.
whatever comes next. But
Tidal wave, flooding.
that is going to be it for us tonight. Thank you all for joining
Guardian
us.
of nature.
Shut up.
I want to fuck up someone's house.
Wow, no surprise. Punk's over there like, arson, let's go.
Let's go.
We can break and enter later.
This
Yeah.
is literally a part of our sanctioned mission. You could say we were assigned this. We were destined
I'm
for it
sure.
even.
I'm sure we're gonna go and we're gonna find out that Elrock's lair is this absolutely
That's
nice
right, we're
and
busting up
gaudy.
his house.
Yeah, this absolutely nice and gaudy mansion that has a giant "to be demolished, never ever, don't touch" sign on the front.
CG. I have to
Oh.
say this. We're gonna be fucking up Elrock's place. It's just the house from Resident Evil 1.
Hear me out.
You joke, I considered that.
Hear me out. Elrock's house is the DMV.
I truly considered for a hot minute you doing the Resident Evil 1 house as a dungeon crawl. But then I realized I couldn't do that because we've already done that with Punk.
What?
Fucking
That's what
Robot.
happened with the mansion arc in BOTT. It was the Resident Evil 1 house.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
what you did. Okay, I didn't know that's where it was from. Nice.
Yeah. But thank you
Fucking-
all.
We could do it
for-
again.
We could do
Ravon.
it again.
I don't mind. I'll do it again. I'll do it.
Welcome to the
Ravon
family,
saves
son.
Ravon saves Corvin. You almost got turned into a Corvin sandwich.
The other
Well-
idea I had was taking Death House from Curse of Strahd and buffing the shit out of it.
I'm gonna
Oh.
point my gun towards you. Wait, we're
We'll be-
level 15. We're fine.
We'll be fine because we brought Sarah, the master of unlocking.
Smile.
Smile.
But thank you
Slap
all
the
for
smiley face on cardboard cutout of Sarah.
Put it
yes,
on a shirt.
unfortunately, Sarah did have some stuff come up. They were not able to join us tonight, but they would want us to shout out the goodest coffee bean Kozguk, who you can find at twitch.tv/Kozguk. Who next? You what? Punk, go.
Damn it.
Point.
You all can find me on Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, and sometimes Tumblr. Yeah. I stream when the streaming bug hits me. Try and get a few more things set in order, and get a trip out of the way. I'm going to see the boyfriend soon.
Let's go.
Buffer.
Once I get back and then recoup some funds, I'll try and get a better chair so it won't squeak all the time during the stream, and then that's really the only thing keeping me now.
A friend who also happens to be a boy.
All right, Dork. That's me. CG, where can we not find you?
Hello, I am the CG. You can find me nowhere because I don't much care for social media. But you can find me on Good Beans Twitch channels such as Burnout Vaughn, wherein we are doing bi-weekly Saved by the Spell D&D campaigns for Strixhaven. We killed the dragon last time.
Yeah.
We have loot from a dragon to go over, and we have an artificer named Shadow Dancer Bob. If he doesn't walk away with some sort of poison-themed biological weapon, I will be genuinely surprised.
Bob is a war crime personified, truly.
Exactly.
I've
I
given him ideas.
And I love
I-
him dearly.
I've seen what he can do in the Maelstrom. That is that is the kindest description you can give him.
But other than, waiting for Bob to end all of our lives in Strixhaven in some way or shape or form,
In spectacular fashion, of course.
of naturally
Glorious even.
spectacular. You can also find me on Vaughn's channel for at least the next couple of weeks. Pact Tactics, the all Warlock campaign that we're running. Party has met up with a Dwarven freedom fighter, and in exchange for information from her, are going to take down the overlord of the Dwarven town that they are a part of. Whether they actually succeed, that remains to be seen. But on top of that, or I suppose finally, you can also find me here for every other Tuesday, the Rascals and Ravnica game that we just started up.
Let's go.
Yes. We're in a dungeon. There's a knight. He took so many magic missiles to the face.
He did, and then he
Yeah.
got back up and took more magic missiles to the face.
Fuck
So
this
what you're-
asshole.
So what you're saying is he got down, but he got up again?
Yes.
I hope that he can keep it down.
Hey yo.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my.
You're welcome. And of course, this wonderful channel. But if we want to, celebrate all the stuff that's going on in this campaign, I believe I know someone who can give you information on how to better do that. Joe,
What's up?
that's you.
That's me. What?
You gotta do the YouTube chill thing.
Oh yeah. Hey YouTube. Fuckers. Yeah, you. Hey.
Yeah,
hi,
tell 'em.
hey, how's it going?
Yeah, go off,
I'm
King.
Joe.
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Joe. Please be sure to go ahead and like this video, and go ahead and subscribe to this channel because Tart does amazing content that you guys are missing out on. And you want to know how you don't have to miss out on that? Ring that bell. That's right. You can just ring my bell. And
Fucking,
get
I was thinking
alerted.
it. God damn it.
Anyway, sorry, I got thrown off by my own dumb joke. So go ahead and get alerted every time that Tart posts a new video, especially one with that one cool guy Johnny. He's awesome.
We do love
Other
that, Johnny.
than
Orphan Boys
Other-
Ride!
other than that, I have one last thing to say. Just a little piece of, just a little food for thought I had the other day. No matter how many times someone says they don't like VTubers, they have a favorite VTuber. Speaking of which, River, go.
I am not your favorite. Don't even try.
Fuck you. Yes, you are. Shut the fuck up.
I can't be
Unsh-
your favorite. I'm still on hiatus.
Unshut the fuck up and chill then.
You can
Unshut
find
the
me
fuck up?
over
Wait, what?
on. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up and shill them. You can find them at Twitter. Dot.
Yeah, because I'm
You mean
still
No,
gonna
X
call
X
it
dot
Twitter.
Twitch dot.
because
Sorry.
I'm
You
calling
mean-
it
you mean-
X.
Fuck you.
Fuck
You mean
calling
X?
it X.
Fuck
because
you.
If Elon Musk thinks it's okay to fucking shit talk his child, I'm gonna shit talk his platform.
Do you remember that kid from that one movie? Is like engaged to his like 2-time ex-wife now.
Fuck if I know.
There's one child actor that like grew up that was like super known for one movie that like we see him as like a perma kid, right? He grew up and he's now engaged to Elon Musk's 2-time ex-wife.
I prefer to think of him as their two-time Twitter wife.
You're right. My apologies.
Oh. River,
Still
chill.
on
time we
hiatus,
live in.
but I
Get
am
cucked,
over.
bitch.
I am over on Twitter. Twitter. It's easy. Even fucking still says Twitter. Wicked River 97. I post a lot of cursed content. I'm gonna be coming back in a few weeks. Ish. I'm gonna be moving in a few weeks, so it's gonna be a little chaotic. We don't have a set move-in date yet, but we should be getting that this week. So yeah, I'll be back eventually. But with that, Jay Frost.
Hey everybody. Twitch, Twitter, JFrost747. Streams for the week are going to be our lovely Saved by the Spell campaign this Saturday. Party has successfully defeated a dragon. Now they got loot. But now they gotta deal with the real threat. Exams. Hope y'all studied.
I didn't.
I didn't.
You're a fucking prefect. Of course you did.
No, I mean Tart. Tart didn't study.
Oh.
I didn't either.
The prefect
I'm not-
did study. That's gonna come back on him.
I'm
Much
not
like in
even-
real life, I'm going to coast through school and then wind up outside of school wondering what the hell happened to my life.
That's me.
That's way too
Bro.
fucking real, bro.
Fuck, I feel that in my soul. Like,
Hey, fuck
then-
high school.
Yeah, seriously.
yeah, no.
Oh wait, I
fuck
can't
high
say that with my kid in listening distance.
Yeah, just fuck the educational system in general.
The system is set up poorly. Education is good. It's not fun though.
Damn.
It's not fun,
No, it's
and
not.
it needs reform. That's
Bring
how
back
we can best-
recess.
yes.
Yeah, keep
Bring-
recess. We need that.
Bring back recess.
Bring it back.
Bring back Foursquare. It was shit. Was fun. It was fire, and
That was
also
amazing.
if you cherry bomb, I'm punching you in the fucking face. But other than
Does that just mean like throwing the absolute shit out of it like to the ground so it flies off?
Yes.
Hmm.
I will Rochambeau you in whatever place you have. But other than that, you can find me doing some other streams, a little bit of Fortnite with the goons, and also Plate Up because, God, if you want to have fun like the Overcooked series, but you also want to get more violently angry, that game is for you. And other than that, you'll also find me this week with my lovely spouse as we are going to do a first run, I believe it is this week. Yes, the 3rd of the Baldur's Gate 3 full game release.
Oh Christ, is that this week? Oh fuck. my
yes,
life.
it is.
Oh Jesus Christ. Oh fuck me. Okay, good to know.
Yeah, it's D&D
Oh
week.
jeez.
Perma
Oh, God.
campaign.
Oh,
It's
man.
D&D.
D&D.
I'm gonna have my lovely
Summoning
spouse be the Jiminy Cricket as I commit unspeakable war crimes against the entirety of Baldur's Gate.
It's D&D.
I cannot wait to perform every horrible action I can as a human being.
I'm
or not
suffering.
human being.
I don't have time for Baldur's Gate 3. Fuck my life, dude.
Yeah, but the best part is first affiliate stream. Hooray!
Woo!
Finally, I finally got done to working on paperwork.
I started playing the trailer. Sorry.
I can't believe. Also, Jake, they're Forgotten Realms for a reason. We forget them. That's right. Plus, also, cough, cough, Spelljammer's better. Cough, cough, cough. But anyways, that's it for me.
More like spell jellier. Got him.
Got him. Scathing fucking burn.
Spell peanut butterer.
Fucking.
What's the difference
Anyway.
between jelly and jam?
I can't say that.
Seeds.
I was gonna say I can't
Process 2.
jelly out to music.
Beef stroganoff.
Jake just
I
shouted
don't know.
something. I don't know what he said.
Beef stroganoff. I don't know. I don't care. I'm too fucking broke.
Stroking off something. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Anyways.
I'll stroke your off.
Hey,
I
oh.
beef
Anyways,
my-
we
I
gotta
beef
get on
my
out of
off.
here. We're gonna fucking fade into
We're
someone.
fucking full of
I wanna go
beans.
back.
I do gotta fucking do my show though. Hello, you have already found me here at twitch.tv/FireTart. I have been your humble master for the evening. The pudding pastry. I do D&D. I do variety games. You can find me doing various D&D things as well as other video game things this week. We've got my life's a mess. Tomorrow, twitch.tv/LeJake.
Nice.
Thanks. Hunting of the Dairy Queen. Wednesday, Bears of the Torch at twitch.tv/TrashKingArisen. Saturday, also twitch.tv/TrashKingArisen for straight a cappella. My life's a mess. That's pretty much it. We gotta raid someone. I don't have a lot of people on.
There's Bromad.
I got a Bromad, a Connor, as well as a couple people outside of the, well, normal people.
Well, we'll raid the good dog.
Bork.
We'll raid one dog from one dog to another. Everyone go! Bark at him! Bark at him! Bark at the
man,
dog!
We love Bromad. We love Bromad. Good boy. Good lad.
A good lad, go bark at him. Bark at that dog. Tell him he's lovely and wonderful and really funny and talented. Right now, guns emoji. But yes, thank you all for being here. We love you all so much, and we will see you all next time for another episode of War of the Shattered Sun. Thank you all for being here, and remember, as always, Black Lives Matter. Trans rights are human rights. AI art is dumb and stinky and is not real art.
Don't scrape.
And, most importantly, if no one's told you today, you are loved, you are valid, and you matter. We love you all, and we'll see you all next time. Bye-bye!
Bye.
Adios.